Come, we will erect a tower. In its wall, we will store knowledge, lest we make the same mistakes. Its peak will touch the sky, so we are not scattered and divided. Come, we will seek the finest resources of all corners, and work together to build this grand tower. Come, we will make this miracle grow through time. Dynasties rise, and the thrones fall. Only the tower stood witness, eternity to all. Come, we will continue to build this tower. Day after day, year after year, generations after generations. Come, we will build this tower. Its height that forever reaches for the heavens.
Damn, that's really tall. From the future.
Let's see who we have here. How intriguing.
Can I use my controller? I guess not.
An outsider who once basked in the sunlight, but chose to descend into the depths of the caves.
What does this do? Wait, does the subtitles go faster?
Allow me to ask, what did you seek in this place?
Yo, this is peak. No way, this is a thing.
Ah, you wish to know about your past, about where you were and
This
what you
is
had
amazing.
before you arrive here in this
Yeah,
moment.
2 times, baby. I love me 2 times.
Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that. A complete blank slate is the perfect starting point for everything, don't you think?
I think 1.5 should be enough.
Who am I, you ask? My name is Cosmos. I oversee a place. See that tower, standing tall like a beacon to the heaven? Inside that tower lies a library that holds all the answers in the world.
Really?
There you might find what you seek.
Is that so?
You can see it. Good. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Trust your eyes. And know
Right.
that what you're seeing is not a mirage.
Is that so?
Now, take this pendant. It's the key to the library.
Okay.
Keep it safe, and proceed in the direction of the tower. Your journey has just begun, while mine is coming to an end.
Are you gonna off yourself?
Farewell, Outlander.
Okay, I'm an outlander. Got it.
The person basking in the sunlight.
Whoa.
All things have names, and all
Weird.
names have power.
Hello,
A name gives
persona?
form to an object, and form fixes that object's spirit into place. What is your name?
Thou art I art thou. Ware wa Nanji. Nanji wa Ware. Seer 5, whatever. No. I'm not Seer, whatever. My name is Sorako, and I didn't do my intro. Alright. How are you all doing today? Sky Korean. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome back. Not welcome back. Welcome to Black Beacon. Okay. This game just released, and I was trying to test it out. I didn't have time. I had to record a few other videos, so it's like 4 a.m. and I need to go to sleep. I don't want to ruin my sleep and start sleeping late. So I will do a quick video for now, so I could do the dailies for this game, and then I'll continue tomorrow. But for you, it's gonna be only one video, maybe multiple videos on multiple days, depending on how much I like the game. Because if I don't like it enough, probably gonna just drop it. But for now, let's just get right into it. What? Special symbols are not allowed. What do you mean they're not? What special symbols? There is no special symbol. You mean I have to just okay? Well, what if I do this? Is this good enough for you? I guess that's good enough for you. Okay. From which angle would you like to view the cave? What? What is that? I don't get it. So quality? Yeah. Ultra HD. Yeah, sure. At the highest quality. I don't care. Hello, lady.
We're almost there.
Oh, nice voice you got there. You got that accent. British accent.
You stay here for now. Others will be arriving soon.
A towering black monolith looms into view, piercing through the heart of the tower and drawing the eye skyward beyond the reach of sight. The monolith is impossibly smooth, yet utterly devoid of light, like a mirror forged from the night itself, melding brilliance and darkness into one. Unfamiliar glyphs are etched across its surface, radiating an ineffable aura of mystery. As I stare into it, a strange sensation takes hold, an eerie certainty that it is staring back like an eye submerged in the abyss. Okay, yeah, movement WAC, what the? Okay, alright. Oh my god, okay. Holy. Hello, lady. How you doing? Can I get a good look at you? Oh my god, sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna look at you. God damn. This is really horrible with the fucking mouse. The mouse isn't really connected properly to it. Ooh. F. Pay respect. Yep.
Why are you bringing an outsider here, Zero?
Hello.
We haven't received any visit requests from our allies lately. If it's some lost traveler, just erase their memory and send them back to the nearest town. Those clothes don't belong to the people of Obed.
I'm an outsider, I guess.
How did someone like that end up here by accident?
It's no accident.
Nana, this person is holding the director's keepsake.
Her calm statement plunges the space into pin drop silence. The woman who had just... Oh my god, whoa. I didn't read. I didn't even
Nana.
click. I'm
What's
not
your
even
name?
clicking. My name's Sora. Give her my real name.
Where did you get this?
Tell Nana about my conversation with Cosmos.
Cosmos gave you the Library of Babel, you say?
No, don't do auto, bro. As if the eye lurking in the abyss had just blinked. I glance around, but no one else seems to notice. Only I seem to feel that something's shifting in the air. An indescribable tension brews in the suffocating silence.
Do you know what it means to hold this pendant?
I'll take charge of this place.
Before Cosmos left, he mentioned that the one who holds this pendant is a prophesied seer, and that we must support that person unconditionally.
The prophesied seer?
Let's put aside whether that prophecy is true or not.
Hello there, beautiful.
This person seems completely unaware of our world.
Of course I am. It just spawned here.
Seer can sense the existence of this tower.
That doesn't
Oh my
automatically
God.
make your guest
My
one of
head
us.
haven't
There's
seen
no
anything.
point in arguing now. Let's gather Seer's bio.
Oh my god. This thing's fooling me. Their argument goes on, but their voices gradually fade into a bit of nothingness. All the while, the monolith grows taller, more solemn. No, this isn't just my imagination. It is truly watching me, calling out for me. Without realizing it, I take a step forward.
Seer?
It's the beacon.
My brain, my head. Can't stand
The
it.
beacon is awakening. It's
Okay.
been dormant for so many years. Why is it? The Library of Babel is opening.
It's opening because of me? Alright. I'm trying to make dramatics and act on it. That's one weird shaped weapon you got there. It's like a tablet. Sure. Oh boy. Yep, I got thrown? Dropped? I don't know. Am I going upside down? Like, am I falling up? Okay. Thank you. Nice weapon you got there, girl. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Rei. Rei is Zero in Japanese, so I think that's more fitting. I'll just call her Rei from now on.
Stay close to me. This place is dangerous.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, wait, give me a sec. Oh, just space. Okay, wait. Tab 1, skill vigor, skill 2, skill 3, got it. So space, got it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can live with that. One hand. Wow, that's something else. One hand play. Interesting, very interesting. The bird circling above suddenly dives towards me. Its sharp beak aiming straight for my forehead. Damn. Trying to get me killed, bro. Instinctively, I shut my eyes, but instead of pain, I feel only the soft brush of feathers graze my cheek. Then a dull thud echoes behind me. The nameless... Oh my god.
Come here, On.
The nameless humanoid attempting to ambush me from behind disintegrated into particles of light as the bird crashes into them. Stunned, I watched as it circles once in the void before descending towards zero. As its golden wings fold in, the bird shrinks into a palm-sized finch and lands lightly on Zero's fingertips, tilting its head as it observes. Dude, this has more animations than HSR right now. Too many impossible things, and that's sad, by the way. I'm not looking down on HSR. It's just sad. Too many impossible things have happened in such a short time. I'm starting to grow numb to the conspicuous absurdity before me. What happened?
Indeed. You knew nothing about this place before you arrived.
Yeah, of course I didn't. I don't understand what you mean.
I can't provide any further information until I confirm your identity. Relax. I'll ensure your safety until the beacon is deactivated. As long as you stay within my sight. I need to find my other comrades. Stay close to me. It's dangerous here.
Okay, I guess we keep going. Alright. You were just leaving. Or are we going both? Or am I... Anyways. Just not gonna think too much about it.
Shamash, where are Nona and the others?
Doesn't talk. He gazes into the endless abyss. Zero follows his gaze and lets out a soft sigh. The bird perched on her shoulder tilts its head curiously towards the abyss as well.
Let's hope they're not caught up in the unknown sector.
Shamsha. What? Shamash. Wait, Shamash. Okay, Shamash simply strides up to me.
Stand back.
His voice muffled beneath the layers of bandages carries an undeniable commanding authority.
Don't move.
Talking to me? My body instinctively obeys and steps back. Then countless humanoid figures flicker out of the darkness behind him, surging towards us. Shoot.
Judgment begins.
Okay. Switch characters. Yeah, I get it. So number one, switch characters. Alright. Fair enough.
Fluttering wings.
Complete insight.
And you're dead. Deader than dead. The ultimate skill. Yeah. Okay. Ultimate R.
Ansu. End it all.
Nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Okay. Yep. Losu Monstada. Okay. Guess we're getting a boss fight right off the bat. Say for what? You are invading. Shift. Perfect dodge. Okay, yeah, good. Cool. When triggered perfect dodge, gain temporary invisibility. Yeah, I know. I can see that. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can take that. Oh, that's a shield. I can perfect parry probably. No, okay, I was trying to parry, but I got the wrong button. Okay, I'm more comfortable using the girl anyway. Alright. Oh wow! I'm inside the thing. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Yep.
Pain feels
Wow.
like.
What do you mean, is this what pain feels like? What else would it feel like? Are you so strong that you never get pain? Nice. Alright, we keep going. Awesome. Okay.
See ya!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Release your grip.
Damn. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna be thrown. Oh, I couldn't hold. I was so far. Ouch. I got smacked hard. Holy shit. I'm probably dead before I even started the game. Damn, bro. Zero's call and the giant's roar have faded into the distance. But the pain never comes. Once steady on my feet, I open my eyes. The sight before me transcends the limit of language. It is though infinity itself has been sliced, rearranged, and reconstructed where most and eternity eerily stands still. Sora, hello.
There you are. I've been waiting for you
Oh, really?
for a long, long time.
And, who are you?
I am.
The silhouette utters a name, but it fails to leave even the faintest trace in my mind.
This is the borderland the library has created for you, your sanctuary, and your connection to everything.
Okay,
You can come back to this place whenever you want, and through it, you can reach anywhere you desire.
okay,
However, when you return to your story, you'll forget everything that happened here.
okay.
Hold my hand.
Ooh, hand holding. Let's go. Shameless. Though I have countless questions, my throat tightens as if squeezed and no sound escapes. I only obediently place my hand in theirs. I mean, hers, that looks like a girl to me.
I have granted you full access within this realm. Now, I will send you away to where it all began. Farewell.
Huh? Why am I standing here? The last thing I remember is being grabbed by the giant and thrown out. What happened next? My mind went blank as though my memories has been edited. The events in between are lost to me. However, the collapsing world won't allow me to stay immersed in my thoughts. The endless steel fortress made of servers is withering. The shattered iron walls scatter through the air, exceedingly gruesome, as though trampled by a vast army. There was no one around before, but within the blink of an eye, her long scarlet— oh my god, I can't read that fast. In the shattered— oh, noticing my gaze, the girl slowly turns around.
It's you, Seer. So, is this when we first met?
Okay, I'm confused now. Are we going back in time, or— that is what it said. She murmurs as she walks towards me, her tone familiar.
Oh, how strange. You, in this era, have already gained the permissions.
In this era.
Who granted you the permissions? And when did that happen?
Have we met before?
I know you, but you don't know me. At least not now.
What is going on? This is interesting.
As much as I'd like to catch up, the current situation doesn't allow it.
Quite the mystery, eh? I want her. She's cool. Elemental anomaly.
Listen up and remember every word I'm about to say. You're still inside the anomaly. You've arrived in a sector 24 hours ahead of your timeline. What you're seeing now is the future
What?
that's bound to happen.
24 hours. This is interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, who made this game? Our part of the old crew who made what's it called? PGR. I played PGR for so long. I reached like level 150 or something, and then I dropped it. I just couldn't play it anymore. I don't know, man. I just couldn't get into it anymore. The story was silent. I reached like chapter like I don't remember 20 maybe. It was like spaceship or something. I don't remember, but it was all silent, so it just clicked out, you know. When it makes you kill a move indicates by a yellow flash. It can interrupt can cast movement and a skill heavy strike. Okay, yeah, sure. Hold. Oh, you can hold for heavy.
Access the Library of Babel. You are the seer. Don't doubt yourself. Then let's be a bit more. You will become the director of MAON, and you must do it. Is
Okay.
this all you've got? Here it comes.
I was too focused on the fight. I couldn't hear it. Is this before 24 hours or after 24 hours? Slowly, a golden sphere rises from the distant ruins. It has no sharp edges, yet the moment it comes into view, a prickling sensation fills the atmosphere. No one knows what force drives its smooth movement. The sphere floats in the air like the sun hanging high in the sky, surrounded by a golden ring, resembling the corona of a star. Directly in front of the sphere is a massive void, initially dark, but now gathering light within.
See that sphere? That's the menace destroying this realm. Soon, it will obliterate this place completely.
Shoot. As if to confirm her words, the golden ring around the sphere ignites, resembling the erupting corona of a real star. A wave of intense heat rushes towards me, yet the girl remains oblivious to imminent danger, her tone still calm.
But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it. Find Tasmi, and he'll help you discover that command. Go find that command and reshape the doomed future. That's why you've come
So
to this
it is
place.
the future. Yeah, okay.
You're the only one who can save everyone.
What on earth is this?
I understand that you're confused. You don't need to understand my words. Just remember them. Then, relay my exact words to my past self, who knows nothing about any of this.
The sphere continues to rise with any debris or wreckage it touches, silently dissolving into its radiance. The light at its core has reached its peak, poised to erupt at any moment. Are we gonna see it? Yes, we are. Nice.
Farewell. Oh. I guess it's see you later.
Shoot. Damn. She dead. I guess I'll have to save them. Yeah, that's 24 hours into the future, yeah? What does 5708 mean? Like, I'm still confused about so many things. When you fall in a dream, you jolt awake in reality. I snap my eyes open. Everything in my vision is still hazy.
Calm down. Take a deep breath.
A hand rests on my chest, applying gently, rhythmic pressure, guiding me to steady my breathing. Finally, my vision focuses. Oh my god, oh my head. I realize I'm lying on Nana's lap, and she is gazing at me.
Great. You're finally awake.
What is this? Another one. Another one of these. Ah, you're finally awake. Skyrim reference.
Don't worry. The beacon is dormant, and the anomaly is gone. You're safe now. Your sudden fall really startled us. Luckily, Zero caught you. I've looked you over, and everything seems okay. Do you feel any discomfort?
I can't answer Nana's question. I carefully look around. The giant who tried to kill me and the girl who vanished in a flash of light are nowhere to be found, and the space itself has returned to a more comprehensive state. It seems I've returned to the base of the tower once again. What is a dream, and what is reality? The events that have occurred in such a short time have surpassed my ability to comprehend the process.
How much longer do you plan to stay in this state? If you can move your legs, stand up.
I tried to push myself up to stand, but my legs refused to cooperate. And seemingly to back up Zero's words, it takes flight and charges straight at me.
On.
I know you must have so many questions, but first, tell us, what just happened to you? It's okay if you're still trying to wrap your head around it. We got caught up in this anomaly called the Library of Babel. Just tell us what you remember in the order it happened from your point of view. Then we'll try to answer your questions.
She has feathers on her hands. I rub my swollen forehead, casting a resentful glance at the culprit who left me dazing and disoriented. The bird seems completely unrepentant, continuing to fly erratically while chirping loudly, like an incessant noise.
On, quiet down.
Zero raises her hands and, in one swift and precise motion, snatches the noisy bird mid-flight. That's so cute. Cutting off its chirps instantly. I turn my gaze back to Nana, who greets me with a warm smile. We encounter everything experienced after being thrown by the giant. The words spilling from my mouth seems like something out of a fantastical tale. Had I not lived through it myself, I wouldn't have believed it either. To my surprise, no one shows even the slightest hint of doubt. On the contrary, the more I speak, the heavier the atmosphere becomes.
So you and Zero were attacked by an unknown giant within the anomaly, and you were thrown to a distant sector where you met Erishon from the future.
Erishon.
That explains how you ended up falling down from the top of the tower. Any clue about this, Zero?
No, but it doesn't matter now. I eliminated that giant, and it won't pose any further threat to us.
But we haven't figured out its true nature. That leaves me worried.
As I watch the two of them started discussing, I can't help but feel amazed. Who is Erishon? The mention of the name causes Zero to furrow her brow slightly.
If what you said is true, you'll soon know who she is.
As soon as the words were spoken.
Hey, I brought back what Cosmos asked me to get from the Philistine Sea. Can someone give me a hand with it? I mean, seriously. Why do I have to salvage a chunk of copper sphere from the seabed?
There
It's
she
really
is.
weighing me down. Huh? Who do we have here? Oh. Did I come at a bad time?
Actually,
Why are you all
perfect
looking
time.
at me like that?
Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. A familiar looking bird pops out. Hey, it's me. What? Unchirp. Okay. Put Zero and I. Looks like you've invited us all somewhere unexpected. Why can't I speak human language, you ask? It's only natural for a bird like me to speak a human language, don't you think? Unfortunately, I can't actually do that. But hey, even if I am unable to speak, you understand what I'm trying to communicate, right? Words don't have to be spoken to be understood. You're hearing my words in your mind? Awesome! Now, this cute bird has got some instruction for you. Just follow along. Okay, I guess that's how we start the game. Go back to the point where we should start. Proceed. We have a stamina system and everything. Alright. The child has never taken a liking to anyone before. Yep, sure. Okay, change character.
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
Execute.
Yes, that's all you know. Execution. Okay, we continue. I need to go to sleep in a bit. I'm trying to get to open the dailies. I don't know how long for it to open, but well, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna be uploading this whole thing all at once from the future.
What you just experienced is called an anomaly. The anomaly originates from that black monolith. We call them beacon. There are numerous beacons and anomalies in the world. That monolith is just one of them. The vision it creates is called the Library of Babel. To put it simply, when the beacon is activated, the space within the tower becomes infinite, and time itself materializes separately.
Ooh,
This
I
will result in the
love
creation of a
things that
new
have time and
Library of
space.
Babel that exists outside our timeline.
Time and space are my
So,
bread and butter.
theoretically, one can travel to the future within the Library of Babel. However, besides you, there is only one other person I know who has experienced it. Cosmos,
Cosmos?
the one
Yeah.
who gave you the pendant.
Yeah, okay.
And the messages brought
Yes,
back
we're
by
both
people
gifted,
like
yeah.
you are known as prophecies. We have constructed this tower to control and monitor the beacon and the Library of Babel for millennia. We call ourselves Emeon. As time has passed, the beacon has been activating less frequently. I never expected it to activate on your arrival.
I guess it's Faith. A clear voice interrupts me.
So, my warm welcome is the shocking news that an outlander who knows nothing is now our new director?
Irisha stares at
Your
me.
story is as intriguing as your name. It's fascinating that you traveled to the future in the Library of Babel and met another me in a future timeline. And according to my future self, you are destined to rescue us and prevent an evil conspiracy. Well,
Irisha approached me, her gaze is as sharp as a dagger, criticizing me from head to toe. Oh boy, okay. Then, as if having sensed something, she lowers her voice and her expression changes.
you're not welcome here. Leave. Now.
Okay. The sharp difference between how she first treated me and how she acts now has left me completely confused.
Don't give me that look. I was just messing with you.
Are you though? Without waiting for my response, Erishan turns to the others.
But seriously, doesn't this all sound absurd? Some random outlander shows up out of nowhere claiming to be the seer, and now we're dealing with a piece of scrap metal that's supposed to turn into a bomb and destroy everything.
Pretty much.
Do you really believe that this copper sphere, lying on a
Tell her
seabed
about,
for who knows how long, can
should
still
we
be
search
activated?
Once again, everyone gazes fixated on the copper sphere that Shamash has brought back to the tower. Its surface is covered in greenish silt, and the bone-white remains sea animals. Faint metallic patterns can be seen under the debris, but they appear lifeless, just like the sphere itself. Yet just looking at it reminds me of the horrific scene with it suspended high in the sky, like the sun dissolving everything. My body can't help but shudder.
What exactly is this thing?
I don't know. All Cosmos said was it's the remnants of an anomaly from Memphis. He said nothing on how it ended up buried in the Philistine Sea. Interestingly, though, I was attacked by the Nemesis while recovering it. That means our operation was compromised. And now, out of the blue, this unknown outlander breaks into our tower, claiming to be the rightful owner of this place. Doesn't it all seem a bit too convenient? And even if we put all that aside, that annoying old man was the one who asked me to get this sphere. Are you suggesting that our dear director wants to blow us all up?
Stop. This is a meaningless debate based on nothing but guesswork, and it should stop now. Zero. You and Erishan take Seer to check the identification. Shamash and I will take care of this copper sphere.
This is getting really
No
interesting.
more questions.
I'm starting to
Just
enjoy it
do
more and
as
more.
I say.
This is actually good. I am really intrigued on what's gonna happen. But I gotta go to sleep in a bed, man. If this tower were to lay flat on the ground, how long would it take walk from one end to the other? I can't help but wonder why climbing this never-ending stairs. The furnishings and decorations shifted and changed with every step. Altering formation to modern, crude to refined, primitive to contemporary. As if the staircase spirals up around the central axis of history, rather than a lifeless construct. The tower seems more akin to an ancient tree that has stood for millennia. Study room. Zero walks ahead of me. Her steps are smooth and steady. The 8-petaled golden flower hairpin at her ear shimmers. Erishan, on the other hand, trails behind me. Without turning around, I can feel her intense stare through my back. Trapped between an icy front and scorching behind, I feel the need to break the silence and enter suffocating silence. Where are we heading?
The top of the tower. I need to collect your biometric data and cross-reference it with the world population database to verify your identity.
What exactly is this place? Zero stops and look back at me.
Have you ever heard the legend of the tower that reached the heavens?
I would be lying if I said no. Humanity united to build a tower in order to reach the gods' domain. The gods, to thwart their ambitions, punished humanity by forcing them to speak different tongues. Unable to understand one another, the humans scattered, and the tower eventually collapsed. It seems like every civilization has similar tales to explain why there is such a huge divide between peoples.
It is a legend, and it is not. To be precise, it became just a legend one day. 57 years ago, Cyril launched its first satellite into space. That was the moment when mankind saw the whole world with their own eyes. The concept of heaven was shattered, and the tower built to reach it naturally lost its purpose. At that moment, it was reduced from reality to legend. If you were an ordinary person, you would not be able to see this tower. Because it's been forgotten by the collective subconscious of humanity, any ordinary person cannot recognize its existence.
Oh wow, what is the subconscious in this one? Wow,
Which means
okay.
you must be one of us.
Again, persona, subconscious. Well, what did I say? What are you even talking about? Erishan suddenly creeps up behind me and whispers softly into my ear.
Haven't you realized it yet? You are now part of the legend. Welcome to the other end of the world. Seer.
Okay. Tartarus. It's basically Tartarus. It feels like it's coming from the depths of the abyss. All of a sudden, an intense chill climbs my spine, up to my skull. My eyes widen at the familiar sensation. Down at the bottom of the depths, the black monolith at the center once again radiates a golden light. As soon as the ground under my feet begins to tremble, Erishan reacts. Erishan rushes me towards Zero, shielding us with her body. In the next moment, a huge force sweeps across the sky like a hurricane, sweeping away all order.
The beacon.
Holy! Oh boy. Oh shoot. Wow. That's quite the force. Yep, okay. Alright, we're fighting.
Fluttering wing.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I see.
Upon receiving my affirmative response, she immediately shifts her attention to her surroundings. Her question didn't carry any empathy or emotion, as if it were just the routine task. So, what is this place?
The beacon has been activated again, and now we are in the Library of Babel. But do not worry, we are in the primordial sector, the border between the library and reality. Once the beacon is deactivated, we will return to reality.
Primordial sector.
Yes, the library is divided into the primordial sector and the unknown sector. The primordial sector corresponds to a specific area, known as the prototype, within the tower in reality. The unknown sector was created by the library itself through the method of exhaustion. If you are not in the primordial sector when the beacon is deactivated, you will not be able to get back to the real world.
Oh, okay. So, Erishan.
She accidentally ended up in some other sector.
A slight frown appears on her face. Don't get along with her, huh? No comment.
I do not understand why you are asking, but since you are the seer, I am obligated to answer all your questions. From where I stand, I do not hold any grudges against her, though I cannot say whether she feels the same way.
Her calm gaze stays fixed on me, almost as if waiting for me to give her some kind of instruction. Maybe we can go search for her together? I ask hesitantly.
Understood. Please stay by my side. I will protect you.
Okay.
Go scout the area ahead on.
The bird perched on her shoulder lets out a sharp chirp before spreading its wings and flying off. Is that your pet?
Its name is Ansu, but it is better not to call it that unless urgent. All beings have names, and names hold power. Calling something by its true name reveals its true nature.
Ooh, interesting. Although her answer does not exactly address my question, I have somehow gotten used to her way of talking. Let's call it Antwerp then. No comment. I guess that wasn't good for you.
I think I just heard a noise from that bookshelf.
Yeah, me too. Something seems off about the bookshelf over there.
The way these books are arranged seems to be hinting at something.
The arrangement. Is it some kind of binary code?
I do not think so. I cannot decipher any valid information from it.
Is it a Morse code, perhaps?
Yes,
Do you know what it means?
it means do not trust her.
Do not trust her. Who are we supposed not to trust?
I do not know. Looks like someone tried to send us a message through these bookshelves. Do you have any thoughts?
Whoever sent this didn't have enough time to explain the details.
You are right. We should let Erishan know about this. She is more attuned to such things than I am. Perhaps she may have some insight.
Do not trust her. I see. Exploration library. If you get lost, you can check the golden marker. Yeah, okay, of course. Tab, quest, enable navigation task effect. Okay, yeah, of course. Can I turn around? Yes, I can. And I can actually, like, explore. This is really nice. This is near vibes, honestly. I do not mind. This is actually nice. Very, very nice. We can search and stuff. Book. Interesting. But I hate the fact that I have to, like, hold my mouse, like, click on the left click mouse and then turn my mouse. It doesn't do it automatically. But I guess that's because it doesn't have its own dedicated what's it called, launcher, because I'm using the Google Play PC thingy. So
This is what happens to the lost ones. No need to feel sorry for them. They're merely byproducts that the library has not fully digested.
Oh, is that so? Okay. Guess they're not human, I think? Interesting. Give me more lore, feed me. This is interesting, extremely interesting. I'm loving it. Yeah, chest. That's what I was looking for earlier. That's why I was exploring. I'm sorry if this is heavy, but I love exploring, okay? I 100% all my games. I get all achievements. I'm an achievement hunter freak. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Oh, that's it? Next stage. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, this is really interesting how it works. To progress the story like that. This is really interesting. I've never thought of it like this. So basically you continue from where you left off. Upstairs. Ooh, are we walking on
Relax.
walls?
The laws of physics in the library do not work the same as in reality.
Ooh.
Let's keep moving.
What is this? Attack enemies to build combo energy. The charge gauge show the accumulated combo energy. Huh. Combo bursts consist of two phases: moment ascension, moment opulence. Moment opulence combo lasts longer. Ooh. Okay.
Complete insight.
Okay. What's going on? What is that? Tap the T button to release combo skill burst.
Full.
Whoa! Okay. Oh, that's how it works. So it's like a moment of rage. It's like the thing from Doom. The rage thingy that you just kill everything with your hands. Yeah, okay. I can dig that. Do I have a stamina bar for dodging? I guess not. That was my biggest, one of my two biggest issues with the PGR. That's why I dropped it. I dropped PGR because the dodge. I don't understand. You're playing as like androids, robots. I don't understand why they have stamina gauge. Also, the dodging, it's really horrible. You just dodge and it just doesn't work properly. I just hated it. I loved everything about the game other than the dodge. The dodge was the most annoying thing in the game, honestly. I just hated the dodge so much. I love the movesets, I love how cool you look and everything, but that's really it. I hated the dodge and how it has stamina. I don't understand why though machines need stamina, you know? These bookshelves in this area are arranged differently.
We have entered the unknown sector, a derivative sector created by the library itself through the method of exhaustion.
Okay. Exhaustion. She walks to a bookshelf, takes a book, and hands it to me. Whoa. Okay. I am not gonna be. What is this thing? Yeah.
Nothing. What is written here does not make any sense. Do you know why the earliest humans built this tower?
I shake my hand.
Because they discovered that if they offered their words and knowledge to the library, it would generate new knowledge based on what they had given.
So, like a computer?
By infinitely arranging and combining these words, all the history that has ever happened, the things that are happening now, and the prophecies that have yet to come, will be provided by the library.
Is that so?
Just like a conjunction in mathematics, this string of digits contains all possible combinations of numbers. Similarly, the library contains all possible combinations of words. This library serves as a repository for the entirety of humanity's known and unknown knowledge. It holds every question ever asked by humanity, with all the possible answers to those questions.
However, But it's all useless. The purpose of information lies in its retrieval, not creation. Simply compiling everything in is the same as having nothing. If this information cannot be accessed, it is as good as nothing.
Here, you will find everything, but nothing you seek. You will be lost in an endless sea of information. If we go any deeper, we may end up on the path of no return. We have to get back to the primordial sector.
How do we get back?
Look for bookshelves that are arranged in an orderly way.
I pinch zoom in. Yeah, okay, sure. I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. I'm using a mouse.
Remember, follow the passage with the most orderly arranged bookshelves, and you will find a way out.
Ah, so yeah, I get it. Get it. Most arranged bookshelf. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, this is the way, I think. Evacuation progress. Okay, yeah, that was the right one. Let's see. This, yeah, this way. It was not the way. Yep, it wasn't the way.
That is not the way. Choose your path carefully.
Yeah, got it. Sorry. Man, I feel like she hates me so much, man. She doesn't want to bother talking to me. Damn, bro. Well, I can understand, really. I just came out of nowhere and I'm a seer now. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? How are you a seer now? You just joined and you're a seer? I get it. I get it. I don't blame you for hating me. I just don't want to bother.
That marking. It must be Ares doing.
That's so. Oh, we're back here.
These traces are new, causing widespread damage, behaving impulsively, and showing a blatant disregard for the consequences. Quite the way for her to behave. If we continue to follow these traces, we will find her in no time, barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Alright, we keep going. Okay, next stage, I guess. Yep. Proceed. Whoa. My brain. I cannot go back anymore, right? Yeah. What is that thing?
This is the second time. You've noticed it too? Something feels off about that bookshelf.
Yeah? What does it mean this time?
Irreversible. That is the direct translation. Irreversible. What is irreversible?
Interesting. What is this thing? Can I get it? Nothing's happening. What is this? Is it just blocking my way, or? Okay. Okay. Keep going. This is so much near, man. I know it. I just know it, man. It's so near, man. Even the music, like, it's calm, but when there's a moment of combat, it's the same song but amplified. Get librarian permission. Okay. Yeah, it's really inspired by Nier. I'd love to see it, man. I love Nier. Unpopular opinion, but I think Nier Replica is better than Automata. I love Automata, but I prefer Replica. Replicant is my favorite of
The pendant. It's glowing.
If you didn't play it, you should play Replicant. It's really good. What is this? Time freeze zone. Okay. I guess. B to hold it. Oh. Yeah, okay. Even the thing where the enemy attacks the red glowing thingy, it does that
Complete
specific
insight.
sound that those robots in Nier Automata do before they hit you. Yeah, attention to these small details, man. Okay, level 4. What? Cleared? What? Really? That was random. Oh, you can see how many chests there. Okay. There are 2. Oh, you continue from where you left.
It seems you have the
Exactly.
ability to freeze the flow of time in a small area within the library. Perhaps this power can be of use.
Okay. Let me look around first. I don't want to miss out on chests or anything. What happens? Can I drop? I cannot drop. Oof. Okay, another one of those Morse code thingies. This is the third time. Let's go find Erchan first. Oh, let's check it out.
Sure. Well, doom is fated. That is what it said.
Doom is fated. Someone is trying to warn us of something. Well, is it what you saw in the future? I guess. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, load in a new area. Wait, so if I go back, will it load again? I don't want to try, honestly. Oh, there she is. Erchan. Erchan.
Looking pretty awful there, Zero. Are you in such a rush to seek my shelter?
No, not me. It is the seer who wants to meet you, and I am merely following orders given by seer.
Huh?
Rather than wasting time arguing with me, focus instead on the situation at hand, Eri.
Where did you learn these boring lines from? Did Cosmos teach you that? So annoying. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
Full.
Okay.
That's what pain feels like.
Yep. Better than that.
Already calling that simpleton the seer, huh?
You are getting more vulgar. Is that a bad habit you picked up during your years outside? No one can control the activation of the beacon. What Sia said was true, and the prophecy is true. This is enough to prove Sia's identity. Or are you being stubborn for the sake of the impossible?
This attitude, caring about absolutely nothing. It's seriously disgusting. I wonder what it'll take to crack that icy expression of yours.
I do not understand why you are so fixated on something beyond your control.
The bird nods approvingly, then cocks its tail. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Hang on a second, both of you. Let's remember our situation before you start fighting. Your words silence both of them.
By the way, Eri, we ran into something unusual on our way here.
Zero recounts the peculiar bookshelf we saw during our journey to Erishan. Erishan just shrugs impatiently.
Is there anything in this place that isn't weird? Instead of getting sidetracked by irrelevant stuff, perhaps we should focus on what to do next. How long has it been?
Based on our subjective time flow, it has been 2 hours and 25 minutes.
That's surprisingly long. Didn't they say that its activation time has dropped to less than an hour over the past decade?
This time and the last time were unexpected.
So are we just going to stand here and do nothing?
A name pops into my mind.
But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed.
Yeah,
And there
now
is
you
a
remember
command
that?
to stop it.
Really?
Find Tasni, and he'll help you discover that command.
Oh, by the way, the future you asked me to find Tasni. Before I can finish my sentence, the air seems to grow still as both Zero and Erchan turn their gaze towards me.
That reminds me. Looks like we don't have to stand around and wait after all. There's one more thing we haven't verified yet. Didn't you claim you can scan the library? And didn't you say that the future me asked you to find Tasni?
Yeah, Miss Parrot. So, who's this Tasni?
Must I go through all the stories? Zero.
Tasni is the 372nd director of Emayan.
He was the mentor of that annoying Cosmos. After passing the director's position to Cosmos, he ventured onto the path of no return and got lost in the library.
Oh,
And that all happened 80 years ago.
80 years ago. He's probably dead by now, unless time flows differently in here. Erchan's smile widens, yet her eyes darken.
So, if we want to see him, we have to go back 80 years.
Damn. Okay, settlement. What is settlement? Wait, let us take our leave for a moment. Okay. Characters. Oh, you can level up. Yeah. Although, sure, is there anything you're gonna develop. Okay. Abored. Okay, yeah, the usual gacha stuff.
I will record these experiences.
Close this here. Weapon. Enhance. Upgrade. I have to choose. Okay, sure, this one. Sure, another one. There we go. Good enough for now. So I'm not gonna be a Syrian for long. Seeing how probably. Let's see. Level 2, maybe level 3.
I will record these experiences.
Yeah, okay, level 3 should be good enough. Tutorial. There's a tutorial you can try it. Oh, I just see we have the ability to retrieve the library. The power. Okay. What is this retrieval? Okay, pulling. Got it. Gotcha. Okay. Is this guaranteed or? Ooh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool, man. I love this. Alright. My favorite hour of day. I don't have a favorite hour of day. So I'm just gonna put 12. I don't care. I don't know what that is. 3-star weapons, so does it really matter? Anything new? Well, I think it's all new, but
Excuse me, is the
Star.
Duchess here?
alright, Asti? What are you, a support? Okay. Lost time. Let's put a welcome new member on hold for now. I have some exciting news for you. 130 threshold. Even if you're unfamiliar with some of these people now, you'll end up to encounter them in your journey soon. I want her. I want Eri-chan. Eri-chan. After 30 retrieves. Ah. The path of no return. Approximately 5,000 years before the world calendar, humans discovered a massive black steel within the land of the Roaring Lion. The black monolith possessed incredible power, and the vision it brought was regarded as a divine revelation. Numerous temples were constructed around the monolith, where the people offered their knowledge in exchange for prophecies of the future. Many came to receive divine revelations, only to be swallowed by the monolith and became lost in the anomaly. No one can accurately tell what the anomaly is, only describe it as an infinite hexagon. The infinite hexagon that contains the past, present, and the future. It holds all the possibilities and everything unimaginable. Its name is the Library of Babel. 25 years before the world calendar. In the center of the tower, the glyphs on the surface of the black monolith begin flashing more frequently. As all the glyphs on the monolith light up, an eerie light fills the entire tower. Every room in the tower begins to transform, following the scheme of many mathematical laws, duplicating, translating, folding, extending. This incohesive process of expanding has no discernible. Oh my god, I can't read that fast, bro. Amidst all this, there is a person entirely absorbed by her work. Her hands never stopped. Oh, this is the girl we got for free.
Enki? Enki? Where are you?
This was 25 years ago. Talk to Ninsar. Alright. What is this? The clock restored by Ninsar. She managed to bring the clock back to a specific moment in time when its hands had not yet begun to turn. An unfamiliar cat is sleeping on top of it. A cat? Alright.
59 millimeters, 98 millimeters, 60 millimeters.
She skillfully switched the tools in her hand, each cut precise and without deviation, as if made by a machine. Bit by bit, sculpture's head begins taking shape under her skilled hand. Ninsar stops only when the clay next to her hand is used up.
Oh, it's all gone.
As soon as her words are spoken, quick steps approaches from afar.
Ninsar, great, you're here.
Nanna glances around.
Where's Enki?
About 10 minutes and 36 seconds ago, he went to known sector B19 on modern floor.
Oh, I've said it so many times. When the library is opened, stay in your current original sector. Oh, why can't he just listen?
At that moment, Nanna seems to recall something.
Hold on. Sector B19. Isn't that the starting sector where the squad of no return was before they departed?
Yes,
Oh, what a troublemaker. This Tasni's child is just a carbon copy of him.
judging by his speed and usual antics, he should be in sector A87 on the same floor.
Okay, I don't know what they're talking about, but okay.
You're fast, Nana. If you go after him, there's still time.
All right, I get it.
As Nana prepares to leave, the girl calls out to her again.
Nana.
Huh?
Can you bring me some pottery clay when you come back? And my chisel is broken. I need a new one.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. He's nice. Nicer than I thought. Okay. So I have 2 accounts on the game, one on my phone and one on my computer. And whichever has the better characters and better pools and better things will change. So I'm waiting for them to fix the Google issue thingy so I can link my account. So one of the 2 accounts will be linked. So if something seems different when you watch the gameplay, that's the reason. If it turns out better than this one. So far, it's better than this one. I pretty much get all the 4 stars in that account, like in 20 pulls. But in this one, I barely have enough characters, so yeah. But anywho, let's see. Do we have no chests here or anything? I see upstairs. Is that where we came from? No, it's not. It's not where we came from. Okay. Oh, the thing is just rolly around. It is where we came from. What's wrong with me, bro? I am... Okay. The once clear step is now blocked by an unfamiliar gate. This is the foolproof door. Only those who answer Master Enki's carefully selected questions correctly may pass through. Okay. I guess we'll have to answer some kind of questions, yeah?
This way leads to the starting sector for the squad of no return. Enki left his special markers here. Looks like that brat has already made up his mind to leave.
Okay. So... Okay. I have to look for the right path, yeah? Let's see. Yeah, this is the right path.
No, Enki didn't come this way.
What? Wait. Do I have to go to the wrong path or something? I have to go in to the no return zone, whatever it's called. How do you know? How do you know which splash is which? I don't get it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Am I supposed to be going deeper? Oh, that's Enki. Oh yeah, the kid. Okay. Alright.
Futile effort!
Alright. So it. Hey kid, what are you doing here, bro?
15 minutes have passed. Good. The biggest obstacle to my plan hasn't shown up yet. Once I cross the next sector, I can blend in with the squad of no return. And this time, I will...
The figure looming in front of Enki ends up ends his grand plan.
You will what?
Whoa, Nana! How did you get here? No way! How did you pass the foolproof door? I prepared so many questions! Did you really answer them all correctly? Could it be you know how many grains of sand are on Earth's surface? Or calculate how many drops of water it would take to extinguish the sun? Or how long it would take a chocolate bar that doubles in mass every minute to fill the entire universe?
Of course not. I didn't answer those ridiculous questions. I just smashed the gate. By the way, you're not allowed to install any gates without permission.
Enki's eyes widen in disbelief with a hint of dissatisfaction.
I protest! Only the most despicable of brutes would resort to such a crude method to bypass the foolproof door! You're cheating! Cheating! How could you?
Enki yells and scans the surroundings, seeking an opportunity to escape. But before Enki can make a run for it, Nana grabs the back of his collar and lifts him up like a kitten.
A stinky brat who doesn't follow the rules has no right to protest. How many times have I made it clear? You and Ninsar aren't allowed to venture onto the path of no return until you're grown-ups. If you continue to be so disobedient, I will kick you out of the tower for the rest of your life.
Enki tries to say something, but Nana's stern gaze silences him. When he realizes Nana may kick him out of the tower forever, his face goes white.
Please, Nana, don't. I'm sorry. My good Nana and Hedwana, please don't banish me.
Ugh, stop calling my full name with that pitiful tone when you want something from me.
Enki tries to explain, but Nana notices humanoid creatures approaching from the unknown sector. She decides to postpone her lecture for now. I guess we're fighting for now.
I'm not acting innocent. I mean it. I swear on the Library of Babel that I'll never secretly call Hedwana an old, nasty, stupid woman behind your back.
What? No comment.
Oh, for the sake of Tasni. For the sake of Tasni.
I love her voice, man. I feel like I heard that voice somewhere. On voiceover on a YouTube video or something. Her voice is so nice.
Wait. All right. I won't banish you from the tower. But in return, behave yourself and go back to Ninsar.
No comment. Is Ninsar his sister? When all the commotion settled down, the light from the black monolith dims once again. Enki storms angrily into Ninsar's room as the infinite space disappears.
You idiots! Idiots! Yeah, I mean it! You're such an idiot! Why did you tell Nana where I was? Why did you stop me? Didn't you promise not to tell her my whereabouts?
Ninsar continues her work without even looking up.
That was just your one-sided request. I don't remember agreeing to it.
I don't care! You're made and stupid! Ninsar is a dummy! I'll never play with you again, and I'll never talk to you anymore! People who don't keep their promises are the worst!
Chisel in Ninsar's hands pauses for a moment.
Whatever.
Damn. 10 minutes later.
Hey... Idiot! Idiot! Ninsar... Ninsar...
Ninsar remains different.
Sister...
Yeah, it is his sister, okay. The girl finally turns her head.
What's wrong?
Enki fidgets before reluctantly handing over an object.
My apology.
In Enki's hand is a brand new chisel.
Here, I fixed it for you.
Just as Ninsar is about to accept the chisel, Enki retracts his hand and starts rambling.
No, this won't do. It's too ordinary, too mundane. How could I create something so plain? Hold on a sec. Let me add the rifling and explosives to this chisel. Then it can help you blast through rocks and reach the working surface needed for the sculpture. Don't worry, I'll include a control system to ensure a precise blast range. Accurate to the millimeter. I know there are many parameters to consider, but I'll make it happen in just an hour.
Ninsar quickly grabs her chisel.
No need. This one is good enough.
You're so mean.
Enki sulks, hanging his head. Little does he know, as Ninsar takes the chisel. A faint smile appears at the corner of her mouth. Pausing her carving, Ninsar looks at the nearly finished sculpture in her hand.
I'll call this child Mer.
Alright, not a bad name.
Enki absentmindly. What the hell does that even mean? Replies.
Well, Sally has been interrupting my work lately. Can you do something to make her quiet down?
A spark ignites in Enki's eyes, and his spirit once again lighten up.
Sally, huh? I'll make her a cradle, like a cat's cradle. When she's tucked in, she'll go to sleep peacefully. No, that'd be too boring. Let's see. I'll add some extra features. How about this? I'll make a special cradle that, when you place any creature inside, it won't need to eat, drink, defecate, or lose hair. Forever in peaceful sleep.
All right,
That's a...
let's go with that.
Isn't that just a... You know what?
But I don't have enough materials to make my genius idea come true.
Enki rolls his eyes once again.
Hey, Ninsar, perhaps we could use your...
His gaze lands on a clock that Ninsar has just repaired.
No way. Don't touch what I fixed.
Enki's expression instantly turns sour.
I just don't get it. Aren't you bored of restoring these ancient relics day in and day out? Even if you fix them, they're just lifeless objects that won't progress any further. So why don't you let me give them a makeover?
I don't understand it either. Why do you have to make Nana angry? Why do you always want to go deep into the library? If you have questions, just ask me, and I'll give you the answers. You don't need to find your answer in the library. What are you exactly looking for in there?
Ninsar is getting riled up. All of a sudden, Enki turns his head, locking eyes with Ninsar, and speaks with grave seriousness.
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
Enki's reply leaves Ninsar speechless.
So how about stop acting all smart if you can't even answer such a simple question, sister? If I can go deeper into the library, maybe one day I'll meet our father and ask him that question myself.
You know that's not going to happen. He left 10 years ago. Even if we set out now, we'll never find the time sector he's in. Please, Enki, don't say anything like that again. Whether inside or outside the library, humans' short-sighted perspective will always prevent them from seeing the truth. Don't let the library consume you.
I've crossed off the librarians who went down the path of no return from the roster. Are you doing all right, Nana?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the two kids Tasni left behind. They're the only ones who can make you look so grumpy.
I'd rather not talk about them. Let's just say they're giving me a headache. One of them is always curious about everything, while the other doesn't seem to care about anything. If only they could somehow balance each other out.
They did cause you a lot of trouble, it seems.
Dealing with Enki is simple. Just give him a good beating and he'll behave. Or at least pretend to. But Ninsar, well, you know. To her, everything is transparent. After all, she has known the answers to everything since birth. So naturally, she has no expectation for anything.
Well, they were born inside the library. Maybe it messed with their heads? Despite their extraordinary intelligence, they're still limited by their young bodies. So their desires come across as innocent and unfiltered. Tasni sure left you with two troublemakers.
Well, let's forget about it for now. What's causing me a bigger headache is our dwindling numbers. We're short-staffed.
Yeah, many of us have gone down the path of no return. The library's opening hours are getting shorter, and everyone's worried it might close permanently. Me too, Nana. I've applied to join the next squad of no return. You won't see me after the beacon is activated again.
Damn, bro, this path of no return. A lot of people like going there, huh?
What did you just say?
Hey, don't give me that look, Nana. The library is open only for too short of a time. So, if we want to keep exploring the unknown sector, there's no turning back. But what's the harm? We won't return until we reach the end of the library. That's where we'll all end up eventually. I've waited for this day for far too long, Nana. I hope you can give me your blessing before I embark on this journey. Let's think back to the past, and think about how far we've come. The first explorers of the library didn't even know how to get back to reality. Thousands of Emians sacrificed their lives to find the difference between the primordial sector and the unknown sector. By studying the unknown sector, countless Emians suspected that the library is a comprehensive collection of all human texts, like a decoding machine. It was only when our predecessors discovered a room full of Elish meditations that had the exact same content but different punctuation that the hypothesis was confirmed. Based on clues, records, and legends, our predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras, the extension of the library's time, and only now we have glimpsed its vast expanse. Until recently, some of us suggested that there is no separate time dimension within the library, but rather, time itself is an extra dimension that has always existed. I'm genuinely curious about what else this library holds. Nana, I'm really curious. What is it exactly? Does it have an end? And why does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Pray for me, Nana. If we meet again in the future, I'll be sure to have the final answers. And when that time comes, I'll share everything I've seen and heard with you.
Nana smiles, looking into eyes filled with pure curiosity.
I understand. May you return from the library.
Thank you, Anheduana.
He returns the same smile.
Although, I prefer to meet you again on the path of no return.
What waits at the end of the hexagon? For every Eman, I guess, that has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end, and no one has ever returned, therefore the question remains unanswered. However, everyone desires the ultimate answer, which eventually drives them into the path of no return. In the Age of Faith, this place was seen as the library of the gods. In the Age of Enlightenment, this place was seen as an extraordinary miracle. In the time when the universe was described through equations, this place was seen as a mystery. And in the time when humanity has abandoned its gaze from the heavens to see the stars, this place has become an external decoding machine, deciphering all knowledge in a ceaseless, exhaustive search. This infinite hexagon contains the past, the present, and the future. It holds all the possibilities and everything unimaginable. Yet it offers no answers of hope. Such is the Library of Babel. Once the unknown is revealed, there is no turning back to ignorance. Tasney. Will we be seeing who Tasney is? Year 57.
Tasney, the director with the shortest tenure, with only 1 year in service. There is very little information about himself. Nevertheless, his inventions could fill an entire encyclopedia.
For example?
For example, he invented a machine capable of automatically proving or disproving any propositions.
Oh, damn.
He
That
even
is
created a model
genius.
for the expansion and cooling of the early universe after the Big Bang. Legend has it that he embarked on the path of no return to create a new language that could bridge all communication gaps.
Sounds quite extraordinary.
Yes, indeed. Even among all the previous directors, Tasney stands out.
But what exactly is this Path of Nowhere? Path of Nowhere. That's another game. Path of No Return you've been talking about. Erishan and Zero kept mentioning it. While I have a rough idea of what it means, the deeper the truth behind it eludes me.
The path of no return is a ritual passed down among us. It means a one-way journey, signifying that someone is determined to never come back until they reach the end of the library.
Erishan can barely hide her disdain for it.
Yep. Basically, those folks were tired of life and decided to off themselves. Plain and simple.
Well, that's about sums it up.
Eri,
What? Is there something wrong with what I said? If you truly understand this place, you'll come to the same conclusion as I. Zero has explained it to you, right? The library is essentially a bizarre phenomenon that utilizes the method of exhaustion to an When the library opens, it contains not only all possible combinations of text, but also all possible timelines for each sector.
Timelines. Oh shoot. Wow, back, past, present, future. That is
Didn't you see it
what
for
eludes
yourself?
me to this game.
Those infinite unknown sectors are the result of this exhaustive process. Imagine an infinite number of monkeys typing away, and eventually, one of them will type out everything that happened in your life. The question is, how do you find that specific monkey? It contains everything, and it contains nothing. Such is the Library of Babel.
One in an infinite number. Damn.
But in the past, people had superstitious belief that this library held a book of omniscience, a compilation and index of all books. Supposedly, finding that book would give you the key to all the answers.
Has anyone ever found that book?
No. That's why it's just a superstition. Nowadays, few would go down that path for such nonsense.
once you embark on the path, you must leave at the exact same time and the exact same place you entered before the closure. Missed, and you can no longer return. With the library opening for shorter durations, exploring the unknown regions will inevitably lead you to the path of no return.
I see.
You said you could scan the library. but it seems like you're clueless about what it really means. It means you're able to travel to any era you want, and return to your current reality whenever you please.
Wow. Erishan comes closer to me, her gaze intensifying.
Do you understand why countless Emeons are so drawn to such superstition about the library? It's the unknown. The fear of the unknown leads them to see the library as a god. So much so, that they're willing to sacrifice their ideals and their very lives for it.
Wow.
Your claim of being able to scan the library is, to us, blasphemy. If our endeavors, even at the cost of our lives, mean nothing more than a walk in the park to you, then your very presence will shake the core of our foundations.
Shit. She firmly places her hand on my shoulders.
So, if you're truly the seer, how far back in the past and future can you see? Show me.
Each word she utters hits my ears like a hammer. Erishan's face suddenly appears to double as she draws near.
Harry, stop it.
In my blurry vision, I see Zero trying to intervene and stops Erishan. And once again, I'm engulfed by a familiar sense of chaos. It is coming again. My vision becomes obscured.
Where are you going?
Oh boy.
I understand. Everything will go as you wish. See ya.
Ooh, interesting. Next. Next. What? Settlement? What do you mean settlement?
Huh? What's this place? Oh, it's you. Looks like you brought us to quite an amazing place. No wonder. Ever since I first saw you, it felt like your soul was looking down at us from a very distant place. Ignore my quirky words. Pretend I'm just a whisper in the wind. I'd love to explore this spot first and quietly witness the marvels you'll unveil to me next. Oh, by the way, that silly bird has something to say to you. How about indulging it for a bit?
80 years ago. That's a long time. Oh, wait, I'm going back 80 years? No way. 23 years before. Wait. Bruh, it doesn't show me. As my vision clears again, the scenery around me has subtly changed. Zero and Erishan standing beside me, exchange solemn glances. Hey. Everything looks different now.
Report in, Zero.
Huh.
It has been confirmed that the sector we were previously in was B80, and 3 years ago, the content of the books in this sector was changed to modern computer theory. For 100 years before that, this sector was exclusively dedicated to astrophysics.
I can take them with me to the past and future. Nice, okay. Antwerp circles in the air and gracefully lands on its master's shoulder, chirping at Zero. Zero listens attentively, then looks at Erishan and me before announcing her conclusion.
We have indeed traveled to the past.
Erishan's expression became unreadable.
How did you perceive it?
There were no signs, no warning. For me, it ended in the blink of an eye.
Me too. Hey, I'm talking to you. How did you manage to do that?
I blink as my thoughts momentarily stop. I was just thinking about finding Tesney.
Just like that?
Were you expecting some kind of grand spectacle? Erishan looks deflated.
That doesn't make sense at all. Where did Cosmos find such a bizarre person?
Wait, was Cosmo not able to do something like this? Her voice trails off almost inaudibly.
I should just stop calling you the Seer and start calling you the Almighty Time Machine.
So, our next move. Shall we go find Tesney? For some reason, there is gloom in Erisha's voice.
We've come this far already. Let's go find Tasney and the command to stop the spear. We can't be too prepared anyway. I'm curious what other miracles I'll witness on this trip.
Okay, guess we're going. Upgrading Paradise, yeah.
I hope you guys won't bore me to death.
Okay.
fluttering wings. Full barrage. Don't even think about escaping.
Okay. I don't think there's anything to say, right? No?
This place looks impassable to me.
Huh? Why don't we just smash through it?
Full barrage.
Full press. Okay. Well, nothing's happening. But do I have to like stop time for it to take a lot of damage at the same time? Yeah, okay.
How are we supposed to find Tasni?
I mean, this place shows all the possible moments of every second, right? You think just finding the right time will lead us to the right person?
Oh, that's a little girl.
A kid? What's a kid doing here in the library?
You are.
The girl cast us a casual glance.
So, you're the successors from the future.
With just one glance, she sees through who we are.
So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
Your father. The girl and the Colossus.
I see. It seems you've undergone unbelievable adventures to finally get here.
Who are you?
My name is Ninsar.
Don't you have anything to ask us?
No, I have nothing to ask you, Bloodline of Cosmos.
Did you just say bloodline?
How do you know?
I just do. Everything in this ordered world is crystal clear to me. I know all the answers to any question, without any rhyme or reason. However...
Ninsar's gaze lands on me, and she waves at me like I am some tiny critter.
Come.
Okay. Despite her childlike face and voice, her voice carries an irresistible force. I gather my courage and walk towards her.
The seer, right? So, the future Cosmos did receive an interesting prophecy. I knew that a person who was so good at disguise wasn't as ordinary as he seemed.
She raises her hand and tickles my face with her fingertips.
I can't see through you, but since you're favored by the Library of Babel, I'm willing to help you find the answers you seek.
Thanks.
As a matter of fact, I'm searching for Tasni too.
Anticipating Ersha's next question, Ninsar answered before she can even speak.
Tasni is my bloodline.
At that moment, Ninsar seems to think of something.
Speaking of which, I do have a question that only you can answer. Have you seen a librarian named Enki on the list?
Enki. Zero, who has been silent, shakes her head.
No. And your name is not on them either.
I see.
Ninsar lets out a soft sigh.
Looks like neither Enki nor I have returned from the journey. Let's go.
Oh,
Time is
y'all
ticking.
went to the journey as well. I guess time works differently there, yeah?
How are we supposed to find Tasni?
I know how to find him. Just follow my lead.
A dead end.
It's not a dead end. You know what to do. Bloodline of Cosmos.
Don't talk like you know me so well.
Okay.
Who's that Enki you mentioned earlier?
He's my younger brother. He ventured down the path of no return before I did. I went
Oh,
out to find him and bring him back.
so he was
But
successful.
now it looks like I failed.
Looks like he actually managed to do it. Nana is probably devastated.
It's up to you, Xianghong.
Ouch. Okay.
The height of folly.
I played this game on the phone. I never thought I would ever say this, but playing it on the phone is way better than the PC. I feel like it's cluttered
Let's
on the
move
PC.
upward.
It's really, really cluttered. Where you say you
Because your
failed?
partner already told me the answer. Those who embark on the path will be removed from the list of librarians. The library's prophecies are bound to happen. All those prophecies are predetermined facts.
Damn. Guess you can change it again. I love the fact that there's so much voice acting. It just gives it a lot of life. You know, I appreciate it. I really appreciate the devs, honestly. Keep going, yeah.
Go away.
Ansu. End it all. Complete insight.
The director's office is on the other side of this area. Let's head in that direction.
Let's go.
Why is this area blocked off?
This is the foolproof door.
Okay. The foolproof door.
The foolproof door?
Yeah, the coded gate set up by my stupid brother. It'll open only when all its questions are answered.
Sit back, here's your question. How many moons would fit inside one Kepler 452b?
Huh? Who in the world knows the answer to such a question?
His sister?
249.
Oh, 0? I didn't expect that.
Next question.
Don't even bother. This gate has 5,000 questions in total.
Damn.
Going through all of them will take you days, even without any breaks.
Let's just blast it away.
No, it won't budge. It's stronger than you can ever imagine. Not even Mer can do anything about it.
Damn. So, what should we do now?
Inky left a back door so that someone could open it.
Someone.
The one who raised us. That's not important. Well, let's get back to the main hall, and I'll tell you what to do. See those messed up books? Inky did that on purpose. Just put them back on the center shelf in a specific order, clockwise, and that gate will open.
Clockwise. Of course it's clockwise. Everything related to time, yeah? Let's see how that's going to work. In a specific order.
I'm sure you've noticed the darkest side. The moon never turns its back on us. She's always accustomed to tidying up everything from that direction. Start with the darkest side, and place the books back on the center shelf in a clockwise order.
Okay, clockwise. So this is first, yeah? This one. Tick,
Yeah, keep arranging books like this.
tick, tock. Tick, tock. Alright,
The gate should be open now.
that should do it. What's the point of setting up such a construction?
Because the one Enki fears will calm down after things are sorted. Looks like we'll have to deal with some problems before finding Tasni. Mer, protect everyone!
Nice. One shot now. No, erosion.
Override. Target locked. Fire!
Complete insight.
Damn.
Go check under the desk.
Oh, okay.
There, you'll find the answer you're seeking.
Alright, let's go.
Inky, stop right there! Mer,
There he is.
catch him!
Not today. But if we change the past, isn't that gonna create a paradox? Or does it work differently in this world?
Long time no see, Ninsar.
The boy avoids making eye contact with Ensar, scratches his head, and glances away, trying to cover up his guilt with careless tone. Obviously, his attempt backfired as Ninsar's anger intensifies.
You are such an...
She raises her hand high.
Sis?
At the last moment, instead of landing with force, her hand loses its momentum and gently touches Inky's face.
Idiot! I've been looking for you. Why did you go on the journey alone without telling me?
You! Hey, you! All right. My bad. Just don't do that. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Don't give me that look. Seriously, I mean it. I won't do it again.
In a panic, Enki turns his head towards us as if seeking help, trying to change the subject in a clumsy way.
By the way, who are they? Why don't you introduce me to them? Hey there, guys. Are you Ninsar's friends? I can't believe my silly sis actually made friends. I'm Enki, her younger brother. That's obvious, right? Well, I mean, if that's not obvious to you, then your stupidity would go beyond the height of folly.
Okay.
Your outfits. Are you also MAons? But I've never seen you in the tower before. Are you newbies who joined after I left? Wow! Then you must have heard about me from my stupid successor, Cosmos, right? Exactly!
He clears his throat and raises his head proudly.
I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am Enki Tasni!
Really? No way. What? I'm confused. Isn't Tasni your father? What? I am confused. I'm beyond confused, man. What is going on? The height of folly. 24 years before the world calendar.
This is your office, Director. According to the rules, I'm supposed to give you a brief introduction.
Skip the introduction. Just give me the key to the file cabinet behind the mural and the key to the safe in the hidden compartment in the floor. Oh, and the code to the gate in the hidden compartment behind the large bookshelf. Forget it. I'll crack it myself.
How many times have you sneaked in before?
Besides the times you caught me? I don't remember, but who cares? This place is mine now. Got anything else to report? If not, just leave me alone.
These words give Nana a headache.
This is the password for the Tower of Babel's core server, along with the key to the first original archive of historical documents. And here, the highest authority password for the CAVE central database. Are you even listening, Director? The CAVE leaders have been notified about the change in MAON's leadership, and they're planning a remote meeting this afternoon.
Put it off.
Huh?
Or, better yet, you can attend in my place. I didn't become the director just to listen to those blabbering idiots.
Enki.
Nana's voice turns cold.
We are MAON, the mouthpieces of the gods. We are obliged to listen to the prayers of the travelers from all directions and solve their problems. This has been the teaching of the MAON since it was founded. You are now our director, our spokesperson. You must take your responsibility seriously. It's not something you can just say no to.
At that moment, someone gently tugs on the corner of Nana's clothes.
Ninsar?
I'll go attend the meeting, Nana.
But...
It's fine. I'm a Tasni too.
The office doors opens again, and heavy footsteps enter the room. Enki doesn't even need to look up to know it is Ninsar.
Back from the meeting with that bunch of morons? Anything interesting? Well, forget about those idiots. I'm about to optimize the foolproof door to version 8.0. Come and see what other questions I can add here.
Ninsar jumps down from the statue's arm and walk over to Enki, crouching down beside him.
Nothing special happened this year. All the other beacons, except the Black Monolith at the Tower of Babel, have stayed quiet.
That's the first one.
I knew it. Nana's just so stuck in her ways, to put it politely. She said she listens to the prayers of travelers from all directions when, in fact, she just wants to check for any anomaly and keep tabs on everyone around the world. Obviously, we all know that anomalies have occurred maybe once every decade, if that, over the past century. Seriously, they should just disband this so-called CAVE. When was the last time we heard anything about Nemesis? They've been gone for years. If you ask me, they're smarter for bailing early after seeing the writing on the wall.
But something interesting is going on between Polestar and Cyril.
What's so interesting about countries' politics? They can do whatever for all I care. It's always about famine, plague, and war. Same old boring stuff over and over again. Unoriginal and incredibly stupid.
Just as Enki is about to babble on, Ninsar's words silent him.
They're having a contest about the same old boring stuff.
What kind of contest?
They're seeing who can break the speed limit of 7.9 kilometers per second first.
Ninsar keeps her gaze fixed on Enki's face, watching for any reaction.
So, who will win?
Cyril.
How much longer till they do it?
24 years from now.
Enki's hands pause and he turns attention inward.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what?
Enki pretends not to hear and continues working.
Answer my question, Enki.
Damn.
Or the foolproof door version 8.0, of course. Once it's done, no one will be able to disturb me anymore. This time, I'll add 1,000 questions so those dimwits won't be able to finish the game within their lifetime.
Ninsar remains silent. simply staring back at him. Their gaze intertwine, piercing through each other's mind as their faces are reflected in each other's eyes.
Why did you become the director of Enion, Enki?
The boy lets out an exaggerated cry, but slightly averts his eyes.
Whoa, is the sun going out? Can't believe you're actually asking someone a question.
I know the answer, but I want to hear it straight from you.
Well, I guess I'll have to give you a serious answer, silly sis.
The boy heaves a heavy sigh.
Because the director possesses the highest authority, not bound by any rules. Nobody can stop me from doing what I'm about to do, not even you or Nana. When the beacon is activated next time, Ninsar, I'm going into the library, searching for its end.
Enki extends his hands towards Ninsar, excitement brimming on his face.
Finally, my journey will begin! Be happy for me, sis!
This is declaration without room for debate. Ninsar does not take his hand. She bites her lips, turn around and walk away without looking back. Enki is left alone in the library, watching his sister leave. She doesn't want him to go.
What's wrong, Ninsar? Why are you sitting here alone, looking so down?
Ninsar panics and touches Nana's face.
Stop it. Both you and Enki are so smart, yet so childish. It's moments like these when I realize you guys are still just kids. Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Nana walks over to Ninsar and slowly sits down.
Nana.
I'm here.
Ninsar nestles into Nana's arm.
Nana, and Hidwana.
I'm here. Enki is about to leave, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Recent events seem to have made him anxious.
Ninsar looks up, her calm tone carrying a plea beneath it.
Nana, can we shoot down those artificial satellites made by Polestar and Cyril?
Nana gives her an incredible warm smile.
Well, if you asked me to destroy the moon, I'd be tempted to give it a shot. Unfortunately, we can't, Ninsar. We can't interfere with those processes.
She caresses Ninsar's head.
Just like we can't stop geocentric theory from being proposed and heliocentric theory from being discovered. We couldn't stop humanity from discovering that the Earth is round, or stop gravity from making that apple fall. Likewise, we can't prevent the discovery of the gravitational constant, or the launch of the first artificial satellite into the sky. Sooner or later, the rationality of this world will reach a point where it won't tolerate anomalies. At that time, we'll quietly step off the stage for the sake of our compatriots still living in the cave. No need to be sad about it. It's an inevitable process. An unstoppable tide. Sleep, Ninsar. My sweet girl.
Ninsar closes her eyes at Nana's gentle lullaby-like words. She is not sure if she is shedding tears due to excessive drowsiness, but she did indeed feel a drop of liquid sliding down the corner of her eyes.
My poor, sweet girl. Sleep now. Sleep in peace. What are you doing, Enki?
Nana enters the room and sees a small figure working on a large clock.
Ninsar complained to me about Sally always bothering her, so I'm making a cradle. This will help Sally fall asleep.
Don't treat Sally like she's some annoying cat. And wait, you're turning Ninsar's clock into a cradle? Isn't that hers?
But Sally is an annoying cat. She's always following us around.
Oh, fine.
Nana resigns herself, knowing she shouldn't dig deeper into this topic.
Let's talk about something else. I just spoke with Ninsar, Enki. You shouldn't have made your sister so sad like that.
Enki shakes his head with certainty.
She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
Fine, whatever you say. Actually, I didn't come to talk about your sister either.
Nana's expression and tone became serious.
You're well prepared, aren't you?
Enki freezes for a moment, then looks back at Nana with grave seriousness.
I am. Are you here to stop me, Hidwana? Just so you know, even if it's you, I won't back down this time.
Of course not. When your father, Tasni, brought you back from the library, I had a feeling this day would come. You're pretty much like him, and even more like your mother.
The term mother, which Nana has never spoken before, piques Enki's curiosity.
Our mother?
Yeah, your mother.
Nana's face takes on a nostalgic look.
Your mom was even more daring than your dad. She gave birth to you while exploring the library, and after entrusting you to Taz, she continued her journey without hesitation. If it weren't for Taz's conscience, you might have ended up as nutrients for the library, I'm afraid.
Damn. Hearing this, Enki's eyes slowly widen in surprise, as if his reflexes are delayed for the first time in his life.
That's a shame. Such a shame. Why would he go back for an independent life that only inherited half of his genetic information?
Your reaction is truly unusual. But yeah, that's what makes you their child. It's love, Enki. The answer is love. His love for you overcame his faith, and his desire to ensure your survival surpassed his longing for the path ahead.
Enki blinks, revealing his truest thoughts to Nana.
I don't get what you're saying. Are you talking about the brain's release of phenylethylamine, oxytocin, or dopamine?
Nana smiles and shakes her head.
No, none of those. Remember this, Enki. No matter what, you and Ninsar are human beings. Only by understanding the vulnerability of being human can you appreciate the significance of strength. And only by knowing the brevity of life can you see the splendor of eternity. Once you understand what I'm talking about, you'll truly become an adult, instead of a kid driven purely by curiosity.
Enki takes a step back.
I don't like that look you are giving me, like I'm an idiot.
Well, you are.
Nana leans down and ruffles Enki's hair, despite his resistance.
You know what? You've been calling others idiots this whole time, but you've never realized your own foolishness. Who's the real silly one here?
Hey! I'm not silly.
All right, you're not.
Her eyes filled with love and compassion carry a hint of sadness.
I've seen your determination to explore the library. Now, all I can give you is my blessing for the adventure that lies ahead.
And Edwana!
So, go, Enki. Good luck to you.
I guess he's going, following his father's footsteps. Subjects of the Sun. 23 years before the world calendar.
I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am Enki Tasni!
The energetic self-introduction is met with an eerie silence from everyone. Ninsar turns her head.
Oh, I forgot to mention. My full name is Ninsar Tasni, and the director Tasni you mentioned is my younger brother.
Why didn't tell us earlier? Why didn't you tell us earlier?
Because you didn't ask. I don't give out answers unless I'm asked.
Huh? What's up with all the silence? Why did everyone suddenly get so quiet?
Zero looks... excuse me. Zero looks calm, her face devoid of all emotion, as cold as an ice sculpture. She just keeps her eyes tightly shut, not wanting to comment on this revelation. He's just a kid, bro. As for Erishan, she is clearly wavering inside.
No way! That old man's mentor is a brat. He's a brat.
Enki puts a hand on his hip, pointing at Erishan with obvious satisfaction.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to? Cosmos respects me very much. Although he's a mediocrity, he's my apprentice. I can't just let your rude words slide.
She is Cosmo's granddaughter.
Oh, I get it. That makes sense now.
I'm not seeing the connection here.
It's pretty much like when I'm always calling Enhidwana an idiot. She's trying to show affection to me, right?
Enhidwana? Before I can ask who Edwana is, Erisha abruptly raises her voice.
Who are you saying is trying to show affection to you? You brat. Zero! Don't cover her now!
Damn, bro. Zero covers Erishan's mouth.
Sorry about her misbehavior.
Looks like you're really getting along well. Just like us, right, Ninsar?
No comment. Ninsar glances at Zero and Erishan, who is trying to say something and stays silent.
But then again, who exactly are you guys?
Let me explain.
Blah 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 came from the future to seek help.
I see. So you've come from 80 years in the future.
But what catches his attention is not the copper sphere, or the prophecy, or the impending doom of the library. Enki walks around me with unbridled interest, like a curious child surveying a new toy he has never seen before.
This is fascinating! I never expected someone could actually travel through different sectors within the library. I've gained new insights about this place. Can I touch you?
I prefer to keep an appropriate distance. Without waiting for my response, Enki moves us closer.
Your skull looks normal. No hidden organs, or extra ears or eyes. How do you perceive the abnormal passage of time? Or maybe you don't actively perceive it.
Enki traces the back of my neck and down my spine, then gives my ribs a firm squeeze.
7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, and 24 ribs. Your bone structure is just like that of an ordinary human, so what makes you so special? I don't feel any implants or augmentations under your skin, and based on the echoes, your heart and lungs seem pretty normal too. Well, let's examine your lower back, tailbone, and pelvis.
Oh my god. Zero steps forward and stops Enki's hand.
Master Enki, please be gentle with our seer.
Enki's eyes lighten up again when he sees Antwerp on Zero's shoulder.
Well, then can I study this plump chicken on your shoulder?
Chicken.
How fascinating! A bird that possesses human intelligence and can transform into pure energy! What exactly are you?
Antwerp gets started, feathers standing on end, and then disappears from sight. Looks like it won't be showing itself to Enki for a while. After a brief commotion, Enki reluctantly stops, but his curiosity gaze lingers.
Can you show me your ability? I mean, the ability to travel through different time sectors.
Then he immediately shakes his head.
Oh, forget it. Never mind. It feels like cheating if you can just go wherever you want. It's dull. I want to savor the novelty of this library fully. I'd rather take a long route than a shortcut.
Are you really the former director?
What are you talking about? Are you thinking I'm a fake or something?
No, but I recount what I heard from Zero about Enki's remarkable achievements. Now, it is difficult to reconcile those extraordinary creations with the kid in front of me. Enki's face mirrors my own surprise.
The truth verifier, the singularity explosion model, and the complete language? What the heck? I never made any of those.
Master Enki, the librarians gave them different names from what you originally called them. The truth verifier is actually the multi-button self-regulating rhythmic hypnotizer.
Ah, now I get it. That's a remarkable device. You throw a proposition at it, and it just keeps clattering away all night. Perfect for curing insomnia. But those idiots thought it was a waste to have it by my bedside, so they forced me to hand it over. But before I did, I gave it one final task. There are no propositions in the world that this machine can't prove. If they want to hear it clatter, they can listen to it all they want. So how's it going after 80 years? Is it still clattering away?
As you expected, the truth verifier still operates to this day, ceaselessly outputting the proof process.
I see. So, what about the singularity explosion model you mentioned?
That is actually your personal cookbook called Singularity Popcorn.
Oh, right. But I thought it was a complete failure. I was trying to calculate the exact space-time coordinates where the shockwave of a singularity explosion would decay just enough to turn corn kernels into popcorn.
What?
But the next singularity cycle would take too long for the recipe to come to fruition in my lifetime. So, I chucked that cookbook into the shredder. Wait, did they retrieve it?
Exactly. The librarians retrieved that invaluable book from the shredder.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I just don't understand what those idiots are thinking. And what about this complete language? Which one of my genius creations did they misunderstand this time?
That is a brand new language you invented to eliminate all communication barriers between humans. Every word in it is as precise as math.
Oh, so you're calling it the complete language. Well, that's a way better name than what I had in mind. I was going to call it a vulgar language even fools can understand. Those idiots speaking different languages keep annoying me every day. So, to solve the problem, all I need to do is unleash a string of in that language, and anyone, anywhere in the world will perfectly understand what I mean. I'm busy, so stop bothering me and get lost! And the best part? It retains the emotional essence of the original obscenities!
No comment.
Enki, they're here in this era because they need something from you.
Oh, right. You guys are here for that copper sphere, right? Got any specifics on it?
Yes, it is here.
Awesome, let me take a look.
Enki examines it, then presses his arms against his sides, declaring energetically.
Nope, never seen it before. I have no idea what it is.
I knew we shouldn't expect much from this cocky runt.
Oh, I see. So you'll not only admire your grandpa, but also have respect for me. Looks like your grandpa taught you well.
Admire? Respect? Taught me well? Who are you talking about, you little...
Please just ignore her, Master Enki.
It's all right. Do you recognize this, Ninsar?
Ninsar looks at the picture.
You are the source of life. You fell from the heavens to the Memphis River. Your descent was meant for us and stirred ripples throughout the valley. At dawn, you rise in the sky. You exalt the day. You give nourishment to humanity, just as you give them life.
Spare us your mumbo-jumbo prayers.
I'm translating the text on the sphere.
Ninsar gives us a sidelong glance.
It's a hymn, an ancient ode from Memphis praising the sun. More specifically, it's a hymn written by the 18th monarch of Memphis, Akhenaton, in praise of Aten, the god of the sun. If I'm correct, this copper sphere you recovered from the Philistine Sea, it's the god of the sun for ancient Memphis.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I start to understand why it looks a bit like the star simulator I made earlier. I see. So basically, this stuff is a magnetically confined fusion reactor.
Why is it not called a tokamak?
Huh? Tokamak? What is that?
At that moment, Enki's curiosity expressed intensifies as though he is about to spring at me. But Ninsar holds him down.
Just as we suspected, Eri.
I had a feeling it might be something like that, but I didn't think it would be an actual nuclear explosion. No wonder it obliterates everything.
Nuclear explosion?
Why are you so surprised? Even the real sun is just a massive fusion reactor.
But why did it appear in an ancient time like that?
Because of the beacons. The beacons, of course! They're all anomalies created by beacons. And there's more than one beacon in this world. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them happened to fall in ancient Memphis.
So, the so-called god of the sun.
It's not really a god. At least, not in the grand universal sense.
The idea of God originally came from ignorance. Ancient people did not understand the unknown and could not control it, hence they revered it as gods. It has nothing to do with rituals, worship, sacrifices, fear, obedience, or faith. It is just a collective term for things beyond human knowledge. And any phenomenon caused by these things beyond human knowledge is called an anomaly.
Any highly advanced technology might seem like magic at first, but once you unveil the mystery, you'll realize that it's just boring stuff. But come to think of it, for early humans, the sun was a celestial body that brought life to everything. For present humans, the sun is a star that constantly produces nuclear fusion inside. Worshipping the sun for humans is like worshipping farming and production. So, if one can harness the power of nuclear fusion, they essentially harness the sun itself. Even if we keep calling this copper sphere the god of the sun, it's not entirely wrong.
I think you're overcomplicating things. Let me simplify it for you. Imagine you throw a light bulb into an ant nest, and the ants start worshipping it as if it's a god or something. Now, imagine that copper sphere as something left on Earth by some powerful alien, then discovered by a bunch of monkeys who end up worshipping it like a god.
Okay.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Ninsar interrupts the scientific explanation going in different directions.
Anyway, if there's a command that can control the copper sphere, it probably wouldn't be in the language of Memphis, or any human language. It is obvious that the sphere was created by someone else. Let's call them gods for now. Naturally, those creators use the language of the gods, or a language completely alien to human understanding, to command their creations.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. A vulgar language even fools can understand. I mean, the complete language. I didn't complete it when I ventured down the path of no return. Now, if there's a language that commands gods, then I should definitely include it in the complete language. Even God should be able to understand a complete language. While I continue my journey, I'll help you study the sphere and this so-called language of gods to figure out the command you're looking for.
How long do you think it will take, Master Enki?
3 years should be enough. Since you can travel through time, meet me in this sector 3 years from now.
Enki stares at me with eager anticipations.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what surprises you will bring.
We travel through time? Okay. Did the game crash? No, it did not. Dang. Okay. 3 years later.
Come, rain or sun, the umbrella is always ready.
Three years, yeah, later. 20 years before the world calendar.
That's it?
I believe so.
Feels like nothing really happened at all. Like always. What did you do exactly?
Are you expecting something special? I'm not sure either.
I'm getting more and more intrigued by you. Never mind. Report in, Zero.
Working on it. Something seems to have appeared on the desk.
Okay. We approach the desk.
Hey, fools! If you're actually reading this note, congrats! You've made it to the world 3 years later. Praise me, Master Enki, the great god of wisdom! I've sifted through all the documents I could find and translated everything about this copper ball into modern language. Yes, I was thinking of writing the conclusion of a vulgar language even fools can understand crossed out in a complete language, but Ninsar said you probably won't get it, so I gave up on the idea. Seems like the complete language is still too advanced for humans. Well, the stupidity of idiots never ceases to amaze me. I've stored most of the documents in the library, planning to show it off to you, but then I realize it's not worth showing off at all. Displaying knowledge that even morons can comprehend is just plain boring. And who knows if you'll even find that sector after 3 years, so I just toss it somewhere along the way. Anyway, there are 5 documents in total. If you guys don't have anything better to do, look out for them. Let's get back on track. I'm holed up in the conference room because of some emergencies. I've hidden the access to the conference room in the Hall of Keys. Grab it first and then come find me. I left some markings on the path to the Hall of Keys, so keep your eyes peeled for them. What kind of markings, you ask? Well, the kind only a genius like me can create. Don't bother looking for me if you can't even recognize them. After all, communicating with a dimwit would just bring me down to their level.
Tear of the note. A vibration comes from short distance away. Oh. Okay, that's how
that pesky brat. I'll give him a beating he won't forget.
Okay. The beating you'll get will be tantalizing.
Why is this area in shambles? Is it abandoned?
It's up to you, Shako.
Walk with the umbrella. No contact allowed. Fluttering wings. Complete insight.
Okay.
That must be the marking Master Enki left behind. Let's follow it. This must be the library Master Enki mentioned in his note. We should keep an eye out for the documents that Master Enki mentioned.
Okay. What is the documents?
It seems most of those who knew the secrets of Akedaton were killed by the Pharaoh.
No wonder nothing related to Aten has survived to this day. Once people obtain great power, it's common for them to seek monopolization.
Welcome.
Complete insight.
Really? Damn, bro.
Ansu. End it all.
Okay. Guess I need permission.
We have made it to the Hall of Keys. The access mentioned by Master Enki must be here.
Okay.
All things have names. Names wield power, shaping their existence and binding their essence. What do you think?
Names carry significance.
What nonsense are you spouting? But it's intriguing how humans managed to control the anomaly. The people of Memphis were truly bold. Speaking of that, why isn't that annoying brat waiting for us where we agreed? Is he trying to hide from something?
Walk in the rain.
Come on. Really? Can't see anything.
It seems there are only two fundamental units in the so-called language of gods. What do you think those units are?
I believe perhaps the truth behind the language of gods.
I think I figured out the answer.
Me too. But let's keep the suspense for a last-minute revelation. This must be the end of a Ketaton.
The truth behind the Ketaton's downfall.
What? Why such a grave look on your face? Get used to it. Such is the underlying current of history. The truth of our world. It's too late to feel scared or find it absurd. What you're about to encounter, it's all part of these absurdities.
I can't even jump. How the hell do I get that? Going at the grapple hook or something?
I see. Those mortals attempted to list all the instructions of the gods through the method of exhaustion. That was their secret to deciphering the language of gods. Let's forget for a moment how absurd it was for them to treat a brass ball as their god in this case. Human ambition is only admirable in moments like these.
Target locked. Fire! Need an umbrella?
Complete insight. Fluttering wings.
Full barrage.
Full. Fluttering wings. End it all. Fluttering wings. The conference hall is just below. Let's keep moving.
Finally, we're almost at the conference room. Let's hope that runt has found the words to stop a tent from blowing itself up, or I'll... Ugh.
Post fight, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be tough. Still not used to the keyboard button layout. Okay.
Hey there, fools from 3 years ago! Since you've made it here, you must have found the instructions I left behind, right? Did you collect all 5 documents?
Sure thing. We've got them right here.
Not bad. Even fools can gain wisdom through learning. Well, in any case, I gathered a lot of documents from the Memphian era and studied the light bulb thrown into the ant's nest.
Are you talking about the Aten?
Huh? Aren't we talking about the copper sphere you showed me earlier? Aren't you looking for a way to turn it off? Well, I managed to decipher the language of its creator.
Inky stops talking and looks at me with obvious pride, as if to say impressed, yeah? Wow, you did it. I expected no less from my previous director.
You can be quite flexible sometimes. You're starting to impress me.
Henki seems genuinely satisfied with my compliment.
It was a piece of cake, really. But honestly, when I found the answer, I was a bit disappointed. As I thought, those ancient people were just stupid. The language they revered as divine turned out to be so simple. Well, let me start from the beginning. Thousands of years ago, there was another beacon in Memphis, and it created an anomaly that enveloped the entire city of Akedaton, turning it into perpetual night. The only source of light in Akedaton was a metallic sphere that emanated light and heat non-stop, just like the sun. Amenhotep, the 18th monarch of Memphis, honored it as the god of the sun. He named it Aten, and changed his own name to Akedaton, which means the soul of Aten. The so-called language of the gods recorded in the ancient Memphis documents can be easily understood by any math professor in our time, and even more so in your time. If you've been to school, you should understand its true nature. In the Memphian language, Aten is referred to Aten, where A stands for 0 and Ten stands for 1. In their literature, all prayers related to Aten consist of only these 2 syllables. Seriously, it's getting tiresome explaining something as simple as a language with 2 elements. What's it called again?
Binary, of course.
Precisely. The language of the god? It's binary! It's funny how millions of people worship the god of the sun, trying to please it with their prayers. But in reality, the god was waiting for them to give it commands. It responded not because it was happy, but because they happened to stumble upon the correct code. I delved into your era over the past 3 years, of course mostly with information provided by Ninsar. It makes me laugh whenever I think about Akhenaten's capital city. It must have been like a keyboard, with each prayer being a key. Countless people spent decades typing away, finally stumbling upon a few valid commands, which they carefully transcribed and preserved as oracles. They could have commanded the sun to rise, yet they knelt to pray to it. Is there anything more stupid than that? And to think that the prayers from thousands of years ago eventually became the cornerstone of human civilization! That's the greatest joke ever! Tragically, Pharaoh Akedaton accidentally stumbled upon the last command, which turned out to be the self-destruction command for that copper sphere. So, yeah. Akedaton got completely wiped out by the god's anger. That's the whole story of Akedaton and Aten. I thought it'd take me 3 years to uncover the secrets of this language of the gods. Turns out, it only took me 3 days. No, at most 3 hours.
Really? How can we prevent it from self-destruction? Enki's face crunches up in a sour expression.
About that, well, you know, let's not dwell on that for now.
What do you mean? Rishan shots Enki a piercing look.
Don't try to change the subject, you little brat!
Zero glances around.
Speaking of which, Master Enki, where's Lady Ninsar?
Oh, right! Since I've given you so much information, it's time for a little favor in return. You've gotta help me before I tell you the divine command to stop the sphere. Fair deal, right?
I see. Being the director means you got to be cheeky.
What are you talking about? Aren't you a director too? Actually, not long after we parted ways with you, I had an argument with Ninsar, and that's why I'm hiding out here. She's probably furious with me right now.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't really do anything. Here's the deal. Ninsar has a grubby cat. So, I made a cat's cradle to keep it from bothering Ninsar ever again. Once you place the cat inside, it won't need to eat, drink, or defecate, and it won't shed hair. It'll just sleep peacefully all the time.
Are you talking about the perpetual hibernation pod?
Huh? What are you even talking about? It's just a cat cradle, the most ordinary kind.
And what happened then, Master Enki?
Making a questionable device wouldn't make your sister that mad, right?
Oh boy. Enki averts his gaze.
Well, the thing is, I made that cradle using a clock she had restored.
Yeah, and she didn't like that.
Come on, it's not that big a deal, right? Why would she be so angry?
Master Enki, with all due respect, you really brought this upon yourself.
Is it really that bad? Hey, you! Is it seriously that bad?
Pretend not to hear his words.
Ugh. She was furious when she found out. She even tried to stuff me in that cradle. I managed to run away and ended up completely separated from her. Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time.
The Mountain of Gods. I can't remember which philosopher said this, but only the ignorant can marvel at the wonder of creations. But what of the omniscient? Will they never be able to express the indescribable splendor of the world? Perhaps due to being born in the anomaly known as the Library of Babel, she is gifted with eyes that see through all things in the world. From the moment of her birth, she has seen through all the answers of this world. To her, this world is transparent, holding neither unknowns nor surprises. Those born on the summit can never truly understand the joy of an adventure as they ascend the peak. Knowing the answer to everything, she is haunted by the feeling of infinite emptiness. The splendor of this world was reached billions of years ago, in an instant, a mere fraction of time. Everything existing today is but the aftermath of that explosion, a fate in solace. As far as she can see, humans would exhaust their lifespans in their futile attempt at reaching the gate of truth. No matter how much they struggle, the outcome won't change. She does not expect too much from something with a fleeting existence that will soon fade away.
Do you know the answer to the library, Ninsar?
I believe I've answered that question many times.
Thank you,
I
Google.
keep asking this because not even you know the answer.
You're being mean.
Ninsar sighs as she looks at the black monolith. It holds the final questions that not even she can answer. Where did it come from? Who created it? Why is it standing here? Why did it bring the anomaly into the world? The sky and the earth remain silent of those questions. Anomaly, what an exquisite name, a medium of divine revelation, a phenomenon beyond the laws of nature. Ninsar feels that way. Perhaps the first human on this planet gained wisdom not by staring up at the stars, but by gazing at this black monolith. It is not a miracle, it is a god in itself. The transformation of matter and energy within the library occurs without any loss, and even entropy can be freely reversed. All the answers Nirsar knows do not apply to that place. It is another universe with vastly different logic. Is that universe also attempting to answer these questions in the most brutal way, the method of exhaustion? She does not know the answer. All she knows is that humans who can't even search the gate of truth in their own world will never reach the end of the library. Their exploration is futile, utterly worthless, a pointless journey, destined to yield no answer. But why? Why are there still people who embark on the path of no return?
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
Nursan stayed silent when Enki posed the question. It wasn't that she didn't know the answer, but rather the answer was all too obvious. Therefore, it wasn't a question, but rather an answer that Enki gave to her. It is a yearning for knowledge. The desire for knowledge is the innate instincts of all intelligent beings. and not can escape its dominance. In that sense, the library is more like an insatiable beast. With its infinite possibilities, it has been enticing all truth seekers to march forward and ultimately become its sustenance. What exactly does it want to devour? Everything, anything is acceptable. Ninsar mutters to herself, just don't take Enki away from me.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what?
She knows she shouldn't have asked that question. She already knew the answer deep down, but she still wants to hear it from herself for herself, even if it would only end up in disastrous distress in her. Only in those moments does she truly recognize the human flaws that still resides within her. Anomalies are existence abandoned by the world, or more precisely, something forgotten by the world known to mankind. As humanity's knowledge of the universe grows greater and more perfect, irrational things will be forgotten. With the passing of time, the beacon has been activated less and less frequently, and many anomalies have become myths and legends. She has seen the future. The rockets manufactured by the Republic of Cyril have already surpassed the escape velocity, and in 2 more years, Polestar will achieve the same. The first man-made satellite is about to break through the atmosphere, and the age of astronautics is approaching. Near-Earth orbit will soon become as crowded as a highway. When sunlight within the vacuum is reflected in the camera, mists and the eras associated with them will fade away forever. Yggdrasil will wither, and the 9 realms will collapse. The giant elephants and tortoises that carry the earth will die, and the sun will no longer be carried by boats or carriages. The shape of the world will henceforth remain a sphere eternally. As the unknown becomes known, humanity retains only one way to explain the universe, and the rest will become the legends. The library will soon be completely closed. The world of increasing entropy shall never tolerate its existence. The unknown land will forever remain unknown. The mountain where the gods reside will no longer allow anyone to climb it. Wouldn't this be an urgent call for the child aspired to climb the mountain of gods? How truly tragic is this countdown for one such as... Every time Ninsar woke up in the middle of the night, she would instinctively reach out to touch the space beside her on the bed. But one day, when she opened her eyes and realized that the scrawny figure was no longer on the pillow next to her, when the tower was no longer filled with his laughter, she knew that the fateful day had finally come, and she, too, had to depart towards the unknown. It's just sad, man.
So, you're the successors from the future.
With just one glance, she saw through those travelers.
So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
She knew the answer to her journey when she saw their confused look upon hearing her and Enki's name. The library's prophecies are absolute. This realm is independent from the human timeline, and there is no beginning or end to this space. Everything that has appeared happens in the past, present, future at the same time. Neither she nor Enki managed to come back. Such was their fate. However, that's a nice one. Looking at the modified clock beside her, a thought suddenly sprouts in her mind and grows frantically. Her brother, a genius with a touch of foolishness, always invents something beyond one's wildest imaginations. Even when he intended to make a cat cradle, he ended up inventing a miraculous machine that could put people into a state of permanent hibernation. Any living being that stays inside will reach a state of complete dormancy. Not only will they fall into a deep sleep, but even their cellular metabolic processes will come to a complete standstill. While Enki is a difficult child, if she can somehow lock him into the cradle, she will be able to take him with her on the journey. Even if one day she collapsed on the journey, perhaps in the distant future, a seeker will find Enki in the cradle and take him away. Furthermore, if that person happens to be a seer that Cosmos found, and if they possess the ability to travel through time, she might even be able to ask that person to return to this sector in the future and awaken Enki. This will allow Enki to travel to the future. In this way, Enki will have a second chance, a chance to start his journey anew, a chance to escape his doomed fate without any answers. Damn, my throat, I'm bleeding from inside my throat because of how much I've been reading. I've been at it, well, yesterday and today. Well, for you, it's probably like 3 hours going to be. So, yeah. My throat has given out. Hopefully this is the end of the chapter so I can conclude this episode. I still need to go eat and maybe drink some water. Yeah, my bottle is empty. Cradle of peaceful rest.
Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time.
He uttered those words. Zero and Erchan gazes simultaneously grow serious. Esha draws out her scythe while Zero immediately picks me up in her arm and jumps away. In the next moment, a huge clock breaks through the wall like a wild horse, crashing through the place where we were standing and slamming into Enki, who is still dumbfounded.
Whoa! Why is it coming again?
Ari.
I've got this!
Oh shoot, it's the cradle.
Hey, pesky brat! How am I supposed to make this monster stop?
Attack the clockwork behind it! That powers the entire mechanism!
It's up to you, Shakong.
Complete insight.
Oh wow, I can dodge, what the hell? Oh shit, misclicked, misclicked, misclicked.
Complete.
Wait, we can make good use of this large gear.
Full barrage. It's up to you, Shakong.
No contact allowed.
Full barrage.
This thing destroys
It's
its
up to
real
you,
enemies.
Shakong. Don't even think about escaping.
You're breaking the cat's cradle!
Shut up! Break it, Zero!
Ouch, come on. So close. No! Fuck! Come on.
Full of
Fluttering wings. Don't get any closer, Ari. Something is off about that clock.
What? 2 phases.
You were
Damn.
me, okay? So your cat's cradle here is equipped with a star annihilator?
Technically, it's a plasma ray emitter for cleaning purposes.
Fluttering wings.
Holy shit!
Walk with the umbrella.
Oh shit!
No contact allowed.
Heal, 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 heal.
target locked.
Okay, ult, debuff. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh my god! Ult.
End it all.
And then T. T, 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 E, Q. Oh boy.
4. Fluttering wings.
Shit, 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 shit.
Need an umbrella?
Oh, I did it. Okay. Damn. Holy shit, I'm sweating. Damn, I'm still not used to all the buttons being in one hand. I wanted to use the controller, but it's not working. Damn, bro, they should fix that. Okay, the clock falls down, its hands flying and gears scattered all over the place. Erishan, who has just dismantled the clock with her bare hands, is gasping.
How ridiculous! Who in their right mind would add so many weapons to the so-called cat's cradle?
Enki trots up to the clock and stomps his feet in frustration.
No, no, no! Why did you smash my cat's cradle? It's a gift I made from Ninsar. But why did you... this adventure took me so much time, and you just...
Well, let's stop calling it the cat's cradle. Let's call it resting bell. Enki's face instantly lights up with joy.
Huh? Oh, that's a great name!
Is that what you should care about? He drops his head again.
Well, the point is, such an awesome name will never get used.
I don't think you should focus on that either. I wink at Enki, is signaling him to look further away. Not far away, Ninsar is standing with Mer, watching the farce come to an end. Enki walks up.
I'm sorry for tampering with your clock. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, she warned you multiple times, bro. Ninsar feels regret, looking at the wreckage of the clock scattered on the ground. It is like this accident blocks the last way back, and she doesn't know if she should feel sad or happy. In the end, she just lets out a long sigh.
Never mind.
Seeing Ninsar's expression, Enki starts acting cocky.
How about I make another one for you?
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Alright, just forget what I said.
Enki then looks at us.
Well, thanks for helping me find Ninsar. But then again, you didn't really help me at all. Feels like it's not a good deal for me.
Is that so?
Cut the crap, you little brat. If it wasn't for me, you would have been stuffed into the coffin by that intelligent weapon you made. Just hand over the command to stop that copper spear from blowing itself up.
Master Enki, keeping promises is a virtue.
Ninsar seems to have grasped the situation.
I see. It seems my silly brother bragged to you about something he hasn't actually figured out.
Oh no.
It's true that he figured out the grammar of the language of the gods without too much effort, but knowing the grammar and knowing the specific words are two different things. For the past 3 years, Enki has been trying relentlessly to decipher the command to stop a 10 from self-destructing.
3 days, my butt.
Unfortunately, there are very few examples left in the ancient Memphis text, and he didn't have enough material for semantic and logical analysis. That's why the progress has been slow.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. There should be a complete list of Vatten's commands in this library. No, I mean, there has to be. But heck, how am I supposed to find that list in this mountain of books? Finding a particular leaf in a forest might be easier. Or maybe just give me more samples of Vatten's commands. If you want me to find the answer, you should at least tell me the full riddle, right? But what's left from the era of Memphis is either mutilated or too fake.
He is completely given up.
In short, I don't know how to stop Aten from blowing itself up.
Damn. Then why did you boss us around? Enki's face turned red with embarrassment.
However, I do have some information. Besides destroying a Kedaton, the copper sphere has shown up twice in history. One of them was 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years ago.
Zero looks thoughtful.
Back then, Obed was under the rule of the 5th Emperor of the Arsacid Empire.
Exactly. Actually, the 10 was taken by Emeon at that time, before it got lost for some unknown reason. 2,000 years ago, that was the last time a 10 shown in history. Perhaps you should go back and ask the people of that era. Maybe they can give you more valuable information.
Ooh, we're going back 2,000 years ago this time. The sister is definitely more reliable.
You're welcome.
By the way, since you seem to have a deep understanding of antiquities, Master Ninsar,
Zero suddenly steps forward and takes out something, handing it to Ninsar. What is this? A spear. I spare a glance and realize that it is an armor fragment from that unidentified giant.
do you know anything about this?
Ninsar barely glances at it before coming to a conclusion.
This belongs to Darius. Looks like you got caught up in some unexpected incidents before arriving here.
Zero thoughtfully puts away the fragment and purses her lips.
Oh, wait!
I think he suddenly remembers something and starts gesturing dramatically. What is it this time?
I just remembered something.
Enki looks at Erenishan.
Eri, well, Cosmo's granddaughter.
Doesn't even remember her name. Enki continues before Erichan lashes out.
So, it was you from the future who asked Seer to come to me and get the command to stop Aten, right?
Erichan freezes at his words.
Indeed. If what Seer said is true.
Oops. Now this is bad. Really bad.
What is it? What's wrong with Aten's divine words?
Haven't you realized it yet? I wouldn't have bothered investigating Autumn's divine words if it weren't for your arrival. You sparked my interest in this field.
Okay.
If I hadn't met you, how would I know anything about Autumn's divine words? Why would I have studied such a thing?
A shiver runs down my spine as I realize the implication of his words. However, Ninsar remains calm, her amber eyes seemingly having seen through everything long ago. Enki, on the other hand, waves his hand innocently.
Be careful. The prophecy may actualize itself. Well, that's all the help we can provide. Farewell, my unexpected friends. May we meet again in the future.
Alright. Time to travel. Back to the present or 2000. Yep, 2000 years ago. I can see it now. I understand how the clock thingy works. Nice. Next stage. Wow, we're still continuing. Departure. My throat has given out, man. I need to go eat something. Ouch. That's why I'm not speaking too loudly. Sorry about that. Departure. Enki and Ninsar watch the future successor disappear from a sight. Enki lets out a lazy yawn.
Aren't you sorry for letting them go?
What are you talking about? Why would I be sorry?
I'm talking about that seer. You actually want to study their inner workings, right? Can't believe you've actually held yourself back.
Hey, I don't.
Enki shakes his head.
I already examined Seer, and based on biological characteristics alone, there's no doubt the Seer is as human as us. As for deeper differences, they can't be studied simply through dissection. I don't want to ruin such a precious specimen. Cosmos is truly amazing to have found such an intriguing toy. It surpasses my imagination. I'll shower him with praise next time I see him.
Yeah, I've been telling you for a while that your seemingly mediocre apprentice is anything but ordinary.
Ninsar suddenly recalls the eve of her departure.
Are you leaving too?
You are Enki's apprentice. How interesting. I can't see your answer. Perhaps you'll reach greater heights than Enki in the future.
I'm flattered. Master Enki is a true genius, while I'm just an ordinary person who is lucky to have made it this far.
Not many admit their mediocrity.
Cosmo smiles.
I don't think mediocrity is a derogatory term. A genius is like a lone bird, rejecting everything and having no place to rest. While mediocrity is like a tortoise, knowing its limits and moving towards a single goal. Eventually, the tortoise reaches greater heights.
Ninsar
A
chuckles.
mediocrity with sharp words. What a shame that Enki hasn't seen your true nature. You've hidden your brilliance well.
Cosmos maintains his casual demeanor and changes the subject.
You have beautiful eyes. I believe they will reflect even more valuable things in the future. May your journey ahead be filled with endless surprises and magnificence.
Enki's voice pulls Ninsar back to her from her reminiscent.
But then again, do you think they'll eventually fall into a tragic loop just like Oedipus?
Edifice.
Yes, they will.
Ah, shoot. Ninsar's voice is calm, as if stating an established fact.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have met us.
Enki pauses for a moment and chuckles.
That's true. All we can do is wish them good luck.
Well, that's not something we should be worried about.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, it's not just Cosmos who's interesting. There's also that girl.
The girl who has found the Tome of Aegis? What path will she choose? I'm curious, Enki.
Did you see the answer?
Yeah, I did. But I don't know the process, as always. I don't know why, but this time, I have a feeling that maybe the process is more important than the answer itself.
It's just they haven't realized it yet.
Should we warn them?
No, only the unknown brings anticipation. I don't want to spoil the fun.
Mischievous, aren't you?
Whatever you say.
Enki jogs forward a few steps.
By the way, now that you've realized that the process is more important than the answer, don't come up with such a boring plan next time, silly sis. I haven't reached the end of my journey yet. I don't want to start preparing for an exit plan in the middle of a game and have to start over again. You're just too predictable. Even if you don't tell me the answer, I can figure it out.
For a moment, the Enki in front of Ninsar resembles someone from her memory.
Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Enki, there's nothing waiting for us at the end of this journey. We won't reach the end, find any answers, or be able to turn back.
Enki chuckles and keeps walking forward without looking back.
So what?
Ninsar stands frozen. She has always known that her brother is more curiosity incarnate than a human being. Unfazed by fatigue or pain, he has cared only about moving forward from the moment he was born. Forward, keep pushing forward no matter the cost. Even if he stumbles and gets hurt, he will accumulate and absorb knowledge to go further. He never turns back, never even considers it. His bright eyes always focus ahead, seeing only what lies beyond. Watching his retreating form, Ninsar feels a sense of unease. Why? Why wouldn't he stop? Why wouldn't he look back? Why would he leave her alone and embark on this journey by himself? Ninsar reaches out her hand towards Enki.
Don't go. No matter how hard we struggle, we are bound by our limited lifespan. As long as we are limited by our mortal bodies, we'll never reach the end. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't leave me behind.
Suddenly, Enki comes to a stop. The boy who has never looked back before decisively turns around and takes Ninsar's hand.
What are you waiting for?
He pulls her along, jogging forward.
Let's go!
Ninsar's eyes widen.
Can't you, for once, consider your true desire, silly sis? Out of everyone here, you're the one who wants to see the end the most, right? She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
These words are not just a stubborn retort. He has always known that his sister is a brilliant fool. To her, a world without surprises or expectations has lost its value long ago. Only the library remains, the last unknown place, the final mystery to unravel. She has mistaken her excitement for fear, to the point where she can't even distinguish between the two anymore. That's why he must embark on this journey, so that his silly sister will follow and step into the vast world. Holding her brother's hand tightly, she feels the pulsating exhilaration through their intertwined fingers. In that moment, the restless longing consumes her entirely. After all, they are twins who share each other's desires and bear each other's pain. How could she have forgotten that? Ninsar smiles wholeheartedly. Her journey ahead is already brimming with endless surprises and magnificent.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. From this step onward, there is no turning back. Beyond lies either the ultimate truth or nothingness. No one knows the answer. Even if they stray from the path, even if they lose everything, even if all that awaits them is boundless darkness. As long as they hold each other's hands, they will reach their destination. The end of the library. What waits at the end of the hexagon? For every Eman, that has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end, and no one has ever returned. Therefore, the question remains unanswered. Everyone yearns for the ultimate answer, and that is why they all end up on the path of no return. However, what exactly is the answer of the ultimate question? At the end of the journey, the answer lies not within the library itself, but within ourselves. Settlement. Nice.
Here you are.
Hello.
No need to ask. As I told you before, when you depart, all memories of this realm will fade, including me. That girl is quite perceptive, so this time, I've blocked her presence. Don't divulge too much to her. And don't place too much trust in her at this moment. Even if everything is predetermined, I don't want any harm to befall you. Come, your journey awaits, filled with challenges and perils. Fear not. I'll forever protect you. I know where you're headed. It's the origin of all casual ties. I've adjusted your coordinates. Now you're free to embark whenever you choose.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, side stories. Yep, okay. The twin side stories. I might do those myself. Sure, prep over here. EX stages. I think those more difficult. Level ability is a favor, which means you'll possess some additional special abilities. Okay, only 1.5 power limits. Yeah, okay, so it's a tower-like thing. Okay, sure. Okay, I guess we completed it. First chapter? Alright guys, that's going to be it for the first chapter. That was great, that was really great. I love time, past, future related content. Time and space content is just one of my favorite tropes. What can I say? I'm a sucker for these things. Anyway guys, my throat is killing me. I want to go eat, I want to go shower and relax a bit. If you like, share, subscribe, you know the rest. And I'll see you in the next time. Peace out. Bye.